WIFTV-PM.
Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like May said. Remy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
This is Monster Jam! See the legendary Gravedigger and more tear up the dirt with massive stunts, all-out racing, and crazy skills. It's adrenaline-charged fun for the whole family.
Let's hear it! Make some noise!
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Allstate Arena March 3rd through 5th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. You have to see it live, so lock in your seats at monsterjam.com.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, 'cause only love can conquer hate. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me. Brutality, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. I wanna know what's going on.
WIFTD PM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Mays Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mays said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System to milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System to milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System to milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System to milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. It's the Mays Jackson Show. And I'm in this piece this morning on a Friday. I'm telling y'all it's Friday in this joint. Got a little happy hour tonight. Happy hour open house if you're trying to maybe, get your groove on. Considering joining the private membership club, you might want to swing on by Obsidian tonight. Now, if you want to know the details, you're going to have to hit me up. What the young people be saying, Reese? DM me? Or is it be hit me in the inbox?
DM me.
DM me.
Private location. DM me. DM me is DM me for location.
DM me for localization. It's not like it's really a secret, though, Reese. Unless you just new to the game. But if you have ever been interested in joining a members-only club, place where you might be able to get your, sit down, listen to a little live. Reese, a little birdie told me that Reese is going to be here. Now, it's funny because when I was saying that, not today.
Yeah.
Little birdie told me Reese is going to be here on March 25th.
Okay.
Now, Reese, do you know Reese? Because when I said Reese to some people, they was like, oh, I love Reese. They be like, blessed by the best. You already know the rest.
You like, nah,
I was like, not
Reese.
that Reese.
The other Reese. I'm glad.
Reese said the other Reese.
Yeah, right. I'm glad that I can be considered first.
Here, you know what it's gonna be here with the den. But when I said Reese, and they be like, yeah, I think I like Reese, and they be like, what it is, Then it'd be like, who is Reese? And I'd be like, not that Reese, not the blessed by the best Reese, the Reese like this. This Reese.
Okay.
That. I heard she gonna be at Obsidian for the members on the 25th of March. You ever heard this song before?
Nah, I never. So I like it though. I like it like that.
This is the number one song. This is the number one Stepper song. The Steppers be like, ooh, I gotta hear it. So anyway, man, now if you trying to get that, now the thing about Obsidian is it's gonna be the artist. So right there, Reese, we're gonna have to take the table out. Cause the steppers, when the steppers get the stepping, they gonna have to move all the tables and chairs. We're gonna have to get the floors waxed and all that so they can get their slide on. Even though we ain't no steppers joint. Reese, I can't even step. You ain't know about this?
You should know. Yeah, I do. I definitely heard it.
It's the steppers anthem.
Definitely. As it came down to the
Right.
Okay.
It's gonna be right here in the living room, man.
Okay.
Right here in the living room. Like you see the back there, right? Then I'm telling you, y'all ain't ready. Y'all not ready. Y'all want to go to the. Y'all feel like it ain't right unless y'all go to the. Let me not even start. Reese, black people got the private. Hey man, it's Reese. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crack-a-lacking up in here. It's gonna be the members gonna be in here like, excuse me. I'm gonna be walking around here like, excuse me, may I see your membership? Well, nah, if you make it past the door. You know what I'm saying? Big Swill might have to turn back into the old Big Swill. Anyway, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Reese the Ruler in the building on the ones and twos on this Friday. DJ Reese the Ruler. How you feeling today?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest, man. It's Friday. It's Friday. You gotta. I don't know, for some reason, you gotta look good on Friday.
Reese, you a little perky. You usually be like, dang, man. It's the second day of the second day of the triple whammy work job thing. You straight though?
Yeah.
You make your chicken wine. What's going on in both fields, man? Y'all out there cracking?
So karaoke night has taken the full effect, man. So like it's like so on Thursdays it's like pretty chill until 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock we just get stormed in, with karaoke.
Baby.
Man.
What they be singing, man? What did you sing? What did you do last night?
Well, I told him,
Don't you be like nights like this?
Nah, man. My song, if you ever want to come see. First of all, I can't sing, but I'm going to perform the mess. I'm a killer performance. I sing Lenny, Cause I Love You. I sing Lenny. You get a whole 7 minutes and 11 seconds of me. I give you all of me for 11 minutes and 7 seconds. So yeah, that's what I sing.
That sound about right anyway.
It's either that or if I can get two people to join me. My favorite is Contagious. That's my favorite.
All right, well, Reese, I'm gonna tell you, that's good stuff, man. You out there?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. People be loving. They be like, man, you be acting a fool. I be like, listen, man.
I love you, babe.
With all my heart and soul.
All right. Do you sing it to somebody when you out there?
Yeah, I'm a performer. I really out there. Like I'm really, really out there. That's why I'm going to Trap Karaoke this weekend.
The hell is Trap Karaoke?
It's at the House of Blues too, so it's official. It's at the House of Blues, so it's official.
It ain't official because it's gonna be official when it's at Obsidian.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about I used to want to always be a member of the House of Blues.
It's a membership there.
You ever been to the foundation room?
Mm-mm.
Reese.
I just go and see the event league.
Oh no, Reese, you be on the floor?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Reese.
Yeah, but you know what? I have one time. For some strange reason, I bought like balcony premier seats, and they was like balcony seats. I kind of like the flow better.
No, you was in the balcony, not the box. You need the box.
Whichever one they escort you to, and you got your own little guest, or whatever, or something like that.
Wait, is it in the little box with like it's a door and it's a whole room by
Yeah,
itself?
yeah.
And then you can look over and see.
Yeah, right. You can look over it.
Oh yeah.
I felt that.
You been to the foundation?
No, I don't think
You know, like you know that other set of steps.
Oh, you know, I never been, but I definitely heard, but I always ask about it, and they always tell me I've never been, but I do be
the
saying
foundation room that used to be. So I was there when the House of Blues opened, right? I was talking about this yesterday. We protested the House of Blues, but I was there when the House of Blues opened. Reese, you gotta go to the foundation room when you up there one of them times.
Check it out.
Call the peoples, go over there to the dig, and then you get the round pass, then you go to the foundation room, then you can go upstairs. And Reese, the foundation room was the first place that my cousin ever smoked inside. Cause at the House of Blues though, they used to let you get down in the boxes.
They still do.
Oh.
They still do. And yeah, because I was with my cousin one time, and so my cousin came and they like, we going into the House of Blues. Put all your stuff up, okay? Because I will not. I will walk beside you like I don't know him. Like I'm going. I pay for my ticket. I'm gonna see my show. Now after I get done, I'm gonna come bail you out. But listen, we going down. I don't even know. The man was having good conversation. We was walking to the same destination. You know what I'm saying? But he say your name. I mean, I introduced myself, but I'm definitely going to see my show. But afterwards, I'm coming straight there to bail you out. So I go into the spot, and it's like, okay, everybody here smoking. All right, everybody just gonna smoke in the House of Blues.
Man, get rid of your blues. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. It's Maze, DJ Reese, the rule on the ones and twos. DJ Reese, I think we get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. We are up, and away. Reese, can't tell you where I was at yesterday. But where I was at yesterday, Reese, I think, let's back up. The mayor's race is on and popping. Brandon kind of took a day off afterwards. When Paul came up here, Brandon took like a couple interviews and then he chilled on out. In the meantime, Paul was doing the overnight thing. And apparently, some kind of way, he has now secured the endorsement of Jussie White. Paul Vallis got Jussie White's endorsement yesterday.
How do you think people look at that?
I think of it. So it's interesting, and I'll save some of this. I think that this side of town, like the Wakandans, Wakandans like, you know what they don't say. You already know what the Wakandans say. But for the regular people, right, like that ain't in Wakanda, they still be like, Jussie White, my man. Now, the white people was on the hey, man, this Twitter thing is kind of crazy. Like, when you ain't the subject of it, when you ain't the trend, it's interesting to watch because it's like, y'all be thinking I'm petty? They be going in on Twitter because they only got a certain, 180 characters?
You're right, like 180 characters.
So they be like, your mama and them. I be like, man, y'all be talking like I feel like all of the, every tweet I feel like is fight worthy. Like if I was a younger person and again, when I realized that POS meant piece of, I was like, oh, you feel real good. Like,
oh, you feeling real good today.
But then I look at all these tweets and they be talking to people like that. But anyway, man, Twitter is off the chain. I've been over there watching. Every time something happen, they be like, man. So anyway, we're going to talk about the Jussie White endorsement of Paul Vallis and the fact that Paul Vallis yesterday, Reese, wrote himself a check for $100,001. You know what that means, right, Reese?
Why the $1?
So he could break the cap, the campaign limits, contribution limits, which means, Reese, that Paul Vallis can now get any amount of money from anybody. So, like, if somebody want to write him $1 million check, they can. So, but you got to. So he had to break the caps. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Carrie broke the caps when she ran, but we're gonna talk about it a little bit later. Reese, that CPD police officer getting killed. First of all, he was Colombian. He was born in Colombia. He had been a police officer for 5 years. They said he was always. I think that might be why I was playing that song this morning now. I think that word got burned into my head, smiling. So it was like, they said he was always smiling. That is exactly why I woke up thinking about that song. Not that I was thinking about the dude smiling. I'm sorry, and I know I keep turning. But it's like they said in his report, and even in the headlines, it says the officer was always smiling. And so I woke up this morning listening to, you picked a fine time to tell me you don't love me. Y'all don't know that by SWV. But it was like, it opens with, smiling. You were always smiling. And so I think now I could not understand why that song was in my head this morning. But anyway, that police officer, Reese, I think is going to be a defining moment. Not a defining moment, but it's going to echo one thing, which is the out of control crime in Chicago, or what is the perception of out of control crime in Chicago. And you know what I want to do today, Reese? Because after our discussions, I'm so confused about black people in crime.
I've been saying that. I
think watching that conversation, was it yesterday or the day before? And even just with the Willie Wilson and the Rabbits. And just, we have a peculiar relationship with crime. And it's very confusing. So a little later, I want to talk about it because I'm not sure, do we want crime or do we not want crime? And I understand the underlying causes and trauma and all of that stuff. But when somebody is pulling you up out your car, whose issue is that? So I do, like, a little later on today, like I want to have an honest conversation about crime and not a philosophical one. Like, real time, real talk. What is the black relationship with crime? Because it's very confusing to me. I just got to tell you. And it's like, are we criminals?
Apparently we think so.
I mean, cause it's like, okay. I am so confused about crime that we got to talk about it today. Cause it's like, y'all don't understand. I really don't understand. Like, are we really talking about the victimhood of someone who killed someone? About their victimness? I understand that the world is a bad place sometimes. But like, fam, okay, that's all right. We're going to talk about it a little later. Because y'all, like, this is my thing. I want to talk about crime as black people, not as if it's white people. Maybe we got to have that conversation in private. Because I just don't know I don't know how to articulate safe communities. And I understand root causes, but I want to understand. Reese, your boy is back.
Who back?
Jussie Smollett, after all this time.
He didn't get a fair trial.
Oh, God, you sound like Jussie.
He didn't get a fair trial. That's what's happening, and I'm glad that, and hopefully this time we can look at the evidence. We can exonerate this man and get this man his name back out here, man.
Oh,
True survivor. I think he's a hero. He got
Okay, wait.
He got beat up and kept his sandwich. That's a bad man. He got beat up and kept his sandwich. That's a bad man. How many people you know get beat up?
Is a hero.
How do you get beat up and keep your sandwich? He's a bad man.
Did we not agree that he did not lose his sandwich? I mean, he did not get robbed.
That's what I'm saying.
Reese didn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's man, that right there. Because I know every Chicagoan, especially
this fool has been on. He flew back to Chicago to start some mess. I was wrongfully convicted.
Can't sleep at night.
I feel like I was wrongfully convicted because I got double jeopardy. Man, if you don't get your ass,
yeah, man, can't sleep at night. You know, he's traumatized.
I hope they make him spend his. I hope he got to. Wait,
he traumatized from that experience, man. You know, just walking home, just trying to get a Subway into.
I'm through.
I'm glad.
Reese. Let's just stop. Let's not even talk about you. Let's just not even. My head hurts. Reese, why you start this morning? Look, I tried to tell y'all Jussie Smollett, and you over here talk about some.
Fighting them off from putting that rope around his neck and keeping his sandwich. He's some bad.
He kept the rope on.
Can you imagine like fighting it off? Like you fighting and you still holding your sandwich. Like most people would have just dropped the sandwich. He fighting them off and holding the sandwich. Or do you think he picked the sandwich up? Maybe he threw it. Yeah, that's what happened. In the chaos, it flew. He was fighting for his life. The sandwich moved over there, and it moved like by a tree or something. So they were trying to like rope him up and everything, and he managed to get away. He did, and notice that. Thank God, my sandwich is safe. Yeah, I mean, it's a sad but impressive story though. Yeah, I'm definitely glad he's coming back, man. A new mayor too, so he might actually get justice this time. Justice for Smollett, man. I like that. Justice for Smollett. Hey, if y'all hear that, remember you heard it here first. Justice for Smollett. Yes, sir. So you think it's not true, boss? You think it's something different than this?
Reese, I'm not even talking. I'm taking you off the camera.
Okay.
With you right now, I just can't believe Reese. And he coming back right before Kim Fox got to run again. See? Super agent. All right. Check this out. It's a police union in election today. Reese, you was there when John Catanzaro came to the station, right?
Yeah.
Today he up for election, for re-election. They talking about they might throw him out today. You think the cops gonna throw him out?
Nah, I mean, they try to stay together.
Well, they said some people are saying he damaged their reputation, right? And so they saying that they like the aggressive style, but they need to repair their relationships. Yeah, man, I'm just telling you, dog. Mark Zuckerberg, Reese, is investing $250 million in Chicago.
Wow,
he's building a biotech hub to deal with inflammation. But you know what I think, man? I think he building him a place so he can learn how to live forever. I want to live forever. You know, when I see
long time.
Like if you had to live, you could pick how long. I don't even want to do this, but if you could pick how long would you go? If you could still be functioning.
Probably like 200 max.
I want to be gone before the nuclear war comes, before the zombies.
I mean, of course, but like I'm just saying, like if I can function, probably like 200, and then after that, I'll be like I'm straight. like I want one if I'm living like 500 years, like in like the Bible and stuff, like I have to have an extraordinary life. I mean, well, you know what? I should 500 years.
You should have learned a lot.
I should.
You should not be after the first 100. You can't be making no more mistakes. You like if it took you 100 years to get, let me stop.
But I can say, like really, yeah, I can say about like 150, 200. That's like living. Yeah, I mean. not saying I'm ready like to like go, but you know, can you only imagine living forever?
I
The
wanna
amount of
live
people you see
forever.
die. You know.
I wanna learn how to fly.
So yeah, that'd be crazy, but yeah.
All right. Let me see what else we got on the list. Kenwood tonight versus Brother Rice. That seems like a black and white game. I might have to go check that out at St. Rita. And then, Reese, you know I used to do Watch Chicago Tonight every night. You know I don't watch it no more.
Why not?
They moved it to 10:30 at night. Like, 10 o'clock at night, Reese. That's when the regular news come on. You know what it feel like? When we moved to 3 o'clock.
You said we did good.
That was
People were so mad when they
was so mad. Actually, I was mad at myself too though, because I couldn't focus during the day to do the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's too hard. I got too much going on in the day, then I just be running in, sitting down. But anyway, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Reese the Ruler. It looks like it's about that time, so why don't we do this? Why don't we take a break? You could play a whole song now because we ain't got no more commercials. No, we ain't got no more commercials. So we could play. Yeah, Reese, let's play some good stuff in the middle of the breaks. We'll be back after these messages.
Be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
This is Monster Jam! See the legendary Gravedigger and more tear up the dirt with massive stunts, all-out racing, and crazy skills. It's adrenaline-charged fun for the whole family.
Let's hear it! Make some noise!
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Allstate Arena March 3rd through 5th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. You have to see it live, so lock in your seats at monsterjam.com.
Revolving around a situation that don't happen often. I mean, it's involving something that's scalding. Hot the topic is, it needs some resolving. It's kind of puzzling, sometimes solving. But after I thought about it, sent her to Walgreens to pick up a few things to stop me from stalling. Otherwise, I'ma be blunt and she gon' be balling. And I don't need that, or her brother calling. Talking them fight words, now we gon' be brawling. I'm more of a stand-up, I don't be falling. For that okie doke, it's better dissolving. Call me a nice guy, yeah, I like nice things. It's best to stay away from chicks that's trifling. I'm not a rival, so I don't be rivaling. But end up in this scene, I won't be wifing, you know?
Avoid a quick fail, take heed to this wise tale.
If you feel me like Brill, take heed to this wise tale.
Whether male or female, take heed to this wise tale.
Outside or in jail, take heed to this wise tale.
She got a secret, don't know where she keep it, don't know why she hide it, guess it's convenient. She like a zebra, two things at one time. It ain't black and white when you lived it a lifetime. She got a story, might be a fable, no categories. She don't like labels, she like a loner. Maybe she's selfish, something is fishy, but she don't like shellfish. She say that her phone broke and she need a new phone. She got a night job, now she got two phones, one for the pubic, one for the public. I Freudian slip, y'all, I think that you dug it. She got a curfew, she live in the group home, but she in Miami, getting her Luke on. She can't be truthful, not what she built for. Mouth might be useful, but nothing to kill for, you know?
Avoid a quick fail, take heed to this wise tale.
If you feel me like Braille, take heed to this wise tale.
Whether male or female, take heed to this wise tale.
Outside or in jail, take heed to this wise tale.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion have to be sad? Yo, check this out.
The Lord is my shepherd, and I want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 6:40 a.m. I'm Reese, the ruler, with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. As we head over to sports, Blackhawks lose 4-2 against the Stars. Now over to the NCAA. It's March Madness men's basketball. Illinois State loses to Northern Iowa in round one of the MVC conference. The game to remember last night. Double OT as Atlanta get a big win in the Big Ten against Michigan, 91-87. OVC quarterfinals as punches fled. 3 players get ejected as SIUE loses the fight to UT Martin, 81-75. UIC also loses in round one. Over to the ladies, SIUE ladies loses to the OVC quarters. The Southern Illinois loses to Northern Iowa. I-State beats Evansville. UIC loses to Belmont as Illini beats Rutgers. Over the traffic down in Kennedy or head to the Loop will be 24 minutes. Outbound will be 19. The Edens is 28 minutes in both directions, while the Eisenhower is locked in at 27. The Stevenson in the 30. Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 31 minutes, 26 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan, 17 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Drive, north and south, everything is locked in at 8 minutes. Today's weather, it is currently 35 and cloudy. Today will be a high of 38 with a low of 33. Weather alert from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm Reese the Ruler. It's Friday. It's the Mace Jackson Show.
I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my man DJ Reese the Ruler on the ones and twos, y'all. And we are, you know what time it is. It's that time of the day when we welcome the Saints from WBGX 1570 AM to the station. That's right, we welcome the Saints from WBGX 1570 AM. You can catch us every day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8 AM. That's right, 6:30 to 8 AM on the Mace Jackson Show. You can catch us. Give us a call at 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474, or you can listen on the TuneIn app. Now, you know, like Sister Zakiya and Big John Austin, they go on I know Big John and Sister Zakiya got iPhones, so they probably go to the App Store, download the app. I know that, Reese, what they call the thing for the Android?
It's the Play Store.
Stop playing.
Google Play.
Playing around stuff. If you got an Android, I don't know if y'all got. Do they got apps on Android?
I just found out that you can now heart an Android message, and then don't do all that. This person has liked them. Hey, about time. You know how you heart it, and then it send an extra message like this person liked the message.
My phone says keep the Android messages to a minimum. Is it when you change the color of the conversation? My phone is like,
I said it for the blue bubble people.
Yeah, man. Then you go to the Google Play Store. You download the app and you can put in WBGX 1570 AM, the TuneIn app. Now, Reese, you can also catch us every day with the Sinners or the Early Rising Saints, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Don't forget, y'all, tonight it's happy hour. Now, I don't know if people gonna come in the snow. You think they scared of coming in the snow?
If it's bad, probably. You know, for some strange reason, people forget they live in Chicago. So, I don't know.
Well, I'm here to tell you what. They be like, 10 inches, shut the city down. It's supposed to be between 3 and 6. First of all, do we think it's even gonna happen?
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be as big as they think it is, but I think it's gonna definitely, it's gonna definitely.
Hey, Reese, the last 3 times they done had a shutdown, people cancel stuff. Man, I remember we canceled everything, and they was like, never mind.
Nah,
it's like been the last 2 times.
So yeah, but
All right, every day, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9, it's the Maze Jackson Show, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I seen you had a happy trigger finger, Reese, so let's go ahead and get
we usually lead right into it, man, because they tried to get away yesterday. They tried to get away yesterday.
Reese, I got so many inboxes yesterday. People was like, when you going to make an album?
Man,
it was like, you should make the birthday album. And I was like, I might go ahead and make the birthday album. Because, on the birthdays, that's when I say happy birthday to everybody. Because I know you want people to say happy birthday, but you don't want to tell them it's your birthday. But it really is. So let me tell you what, Reese, this is what we're going to do.
Turn up your radios.
Y'all turn up your radios. Put your earbuds in. Turn them up. Get ready, because it's time for us to get into the happy birthday song. Now, when you say the happy birthday song, it's the Maze Jackson remix, because we getting ready for y'all on this celebration day. Happy birthday to T. Renee, to Maxine Montgomery Wells, to Belinda Mosby, to Maria Guerra from the city of Chicago, former Alderman John Pope, Phil Jackson Sr., Greg Stivers, what happened? Jeff Sheard, Daniel Mack, Tiffany Monique, Carly Jemison, and my boy Sean Long from the university. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you and you and you! It's your birthday today. It's your birthday. That's right, today, y'all. It's your birthday. 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 It's your birthday to you.
Best thing about it is always original. Every day.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. To you. To you. And you, and you, and you, and you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying right there. That's what we doing.
Hey, man, it's your birthday. I'm just telling y'all, man. I think they like the birthday song.
I think they love it, man. And let's tell you, then it's the best part about it is on your day, and it's always different. So it's never the same. So it's actually specially sung to you on this day.
I customize it for the people. Man, you know what we should do, right? We should clip that, make that a clip, and then post it on everybody's birthday. Be like, we said your name. You listen for your name.
Oh, yeah.
You know, what I need to do is start working your birthday name into the happy birthday. Such and such. Happy birthday. Such and such. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
They're going to do.
Y'all did. All right. Y'all ready? It's the Maze Jackson Show. I enjoy the birthday song, actually. Now, the album, you know what, Reese? For the album, what song should I put on the album? Happy birthday. How about
Happy birthday to remix?
I don't know the words to Old Lang Syne. I'm gonna make a birthday. Maybe I could just do birthday remixes.
Yeah, just do the birthday.
Play it at the party.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make a birthday party. I think I'm gonna make the birthday jam. We should make up our own. Dad, we about to leave now. But I hope I made your birthday feel special.
Yeah.
Now, to all the parents, if y'all want me to make y'all a birthday song, let me know. Like, I could give me I got to make a drill birthday song? Happy birthday, if you live to it. Happy birthday. You made another what? Listening to the Chicago.
Someone's mama told me. Happy birthday.
Mama told me, tell you happy birthday.
That's it. That's all they do. But yeah,
Cause I'm all up in your grill singing happy.
See, yeah. That's it right there. They'd be like, yeah, I like that. Good, man. Good.
All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Shout out to Stevie Wonder for my classic. All right, Reese. I'm looking at this this upcoming mayor's race. And I have decided that, well, I'm not going to say I've decided that. I'm starting to feel like this is not going to be a lot of policy issues here. Right? I just got a press release from the Johnson campaign. Wait. That says podcast audio. Paul Vallis holds racist beliefs about black families and teaching black history in CPS. And I was thinking, Reese, that this election has for black people, we can stoke emotion, or we can deliver. We can stoke emotion, or we can deliver. Use this as an opportunity to push our issues forward. We have a black man running, right? And we have a white man who needs black votes. And so, while I would love to, I feel like my job is to do all the talking about the racial stuff and all that stuff. But I think we are at a crossroads, Reese, and I feel like we need real answers to real issues, to real problems. So I'm a let them plant the seeds and do all the racial stuff. But I started to say, I took heed to what we discussed yesterday, and Tennille rubbing it in all the time. Shout out to the Rayco Babo, by the way, probably on the way to school. Reese, hit the button, man, because I think it's time.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Outside of cash payments, what can city government do to make black life better in Chicago? Give us a call, 872-259-7474, 872-259-7474. Now, you may ask me, what is the genesis of this conversation? But, Reese, remember when Ice Cube tried to do the contract for America? And he got shut down because Trump was a racist. And so there wasn't ever even the opportunity to have a discussion or put the issues on the table that mattered to us, because it was all about racism. Now, let's be clear. I am a vociferous advocate for black people. I appreciate the race issues. I don't, I take issue with the whole trying to take up podcasts and all that stuff and using them as gotcha moments. Because, Reese, I feel a way when people go to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel a way about the whole sending me a press release telling me about somebody coming on the show talking about, right? Because then we get into all of these little things. Now, I'm not, and I don't want to minimize them, but I feel like I don't want to do a race of gotcha moments. Like, you said this, and I got you here, and I'm going to get you this, and I got you. And all it is we're throwing stuff and mudslinging, and nobody ever talks about the things that impact black people. But I think there needs to be a list. And I think there needs to be a practical list of things that could make that city government could do to make black life better in Chicago. And those are the things that I want to have a conversation about. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Let's park the racial stuff and let's talk about the self-interest of black people. What are the things that city government can do to make black life better in Chicago? Let's make that a list. Let's put that list on the table. And then let's start the discussion there. See, I told you when we start to turn this stuff into racial, let me back up. Like, I am the talk show host. I get called the racist. I feel like whoever is the next mayor has to figure out a way to unite the city. And I feel like so wait a minute. So we're not going to talk about what are the things, because remember when I asked you, Reese, I said, well, I see the policy for this, I see the policy for that. And you said, well, what do you call it? What are the things that city government can do to make black life better in Chicago? And those are the things that I think we should be focusing on over the course of the next month. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Reese, I got anybody on the live line? Caller, you're on the Mays Jackson Show. What's going on? Tell us your name, where you calling from, and what can city government do to make black life better?
Good morning, Mays. How you doing?
All right, who there?
This is Miko. I'm calling from the west side.
What's up, Miko? Calling from the west side. Also president of the West Central Black People State Party chapter. What's going on, sis?
So here we are already getting started, huh? So how's about what the city of Chicago can do to make it better for black people? We deal with racism all the time. We even deal with oppression coming from our own people in these higher levels of government, right? So yeah, he can stop all of that already. We need to pretty much open up economic opportunities for our people that's contracting in the city of Chicago that blatantly does things to keep our people out from making money to better, you know what I'm saying, better their quality of life. So yes, let's talk about the drug overdoses that happens in our community with our young adults. Let's talk about the slumlords and the housing that our people are living in. You talking about racism? Yeah, I can deal with the ones that's telling you exactly what they think about you in your face. That way you can rebuttal. I have a problem with all of the things that's going on that with the pen, that the policies and the procedures that writes our people out of economic growth opportunities. Let's talk about that. All that social stuff will fall in line after we get our economics together.
So
miss us with the chaos.
So tell me, and so real quick, because I'm gonna come back to what you're talking about in that space. What I want from you, right? And what can a sitting mayor do to make black life better in Chicago?
Okay. Yeah, how's about we need three things? Why I gotta do you three? Okay, fine. How's about let's deal with these ordinances that keep us out of economic opportunities in our communities and takes our tax base down? That why our communities are so blighted because no money's coming in because everything is not for profit, not for profit, not for profit.
So install for-profit businesses on commercial corridors?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to put that on the list. See, I feel like I'm at the point where we definitely should make a list. I appreciate that one, Tamiko. I'm actually taking notes here. I'm going to come back to this. But I let me say this, right? Thank you for your call. I want you to tell me, like, I want you to, like, critically, don't pontificate. Tell me a city policy that we would like from the mayor that will make black life better in Chicago. Right? Like, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Vallis. Right? Since we can't say put a black policy on the thing when we have, now we saw Paul Vallis agree to the What's in it for the Black People debate, didn't we? We got that in audio. So now we got to see if we can get Mr. Johnson to agree to a What's in it for the Black People candidate debate. Then we should have a list of things, people, places, and things that we tangibly want. Let me say this. Mr. Mayor, will you create a task force or a department of foundational black Americans, just like the Office of Immigrant Affairs, you feel me? Like, what are the things, tangible asks that we are going to have for the next mayor of Chicago? See, right? Like, think about this. And I want to point this out, right? And I'm going to use this as a flashpoint. The Latino community took the Mays Jackson show during the last election and weaponized it, right? And then they turned around and got their asses kicked in Pilsen by the property tax assessments, by the person that they were so busy driving the narrative of the negative stereotype from my show that they wound up electing someone that eventually put them out of their homes. But because we was talking about they was talking about podcasts and radio shows and addressing that, they got their ass kicked in the long run. I giggle every time they have a press conference. We're being put out of our homes. Fritz Kagi is, well, didn't your man do a press conference for him? Didn't he do a commercial for him? Didn't you win? Didn't you run up the election over there? Because you did. Because you were so busy trying to take these and I don't want to say non-factors, but non-issues to make these gotcha moments, and we never wound up doing what was right. Black people, we can't get we need straight answers. Let's go to the live line. Carly on the Mays Jackson Show, what tangible policy, what can the city of Chicago do to make black life better in Chicago? Give me an answer. What's up, caller? Who you and what you saying? Where you from?
Hey, Mays, this is Carletta.
Hey, Carletta. I got your email. I'm on that one today.
Awesome. So this is my thing. What the city of Chicago can do is it's still on the record how many properties in the city of Chicago have been affected by deed covenant, right? We all agree that housing was a wealth building tool for the common man, which Black people have not been able to use because of redlining, covenants, speculator, all kinds of stuff, right? So we also have TIF funds. However, if a small business wanted to take out a spiff loan to do any improvements on their commercial property, it's a reimbursement. They have to put up the money first and then get reimbursed, and not even 100%. So you already have a wealth issue. Then on top of that, you have a banking issue of of a challenge of Black businesses not being able to get the loans, to get the work done, to get reimbursed. How about the city acknowledging the areas, properties, which I understand is like 70% of the city of Chicago has been affected by covenants. Take that data, those areas, the city put up the funds. The business still has to have the architectural foundings, the vendors in place, fine. But that gets paid up front because the history is the money's not there and the banks are not giving Black businesses the same kind of funds they give their counterparts.
Got it.
And all the black banks are gone. Okay, not all of them, all the city of Chicago.
Got it. So I think that's a great policy, right? Like, again, instead of making the funds when you get these awards reimbursable, so you got to pay for it first, and then they give you the grant, give it to you up front. I think that's a great opportunity. What can the city of Chicago do to make Black life better in Chicago? Caller, you on the Mays Jackson Show.
What's going on, bro? What's up? Good morning, man. Happy Friday, everybody.
What up, Devo?
Real quick.
Mr. Presidente, what's going on?
Hey, man, real quick, man. Just like Sister Carletta just said, and Tamiko too, we have all the ideas. Everybody's going to call in. It's going to be right. My question is, how do we prioritize? And my question to you is, as we look at these progressive campaigns, their tent is so big that it seems, and it's probably intentional, that the needs of the Black people are always pushed to the bottom. So wouldn't it make sense to work with people who don't have a big tent so that you can get prioritized and pushed to the top? Because we got all the ideas. So, like, man, because they're going to say we need to study. We don't need to study nothing. Take Claude Anderson blueprint and apply it to Chicago. Enforce the Tillman ordinances. Reduce the taxes. You probably can't get rid of Sanctuary City, but I mean, we can work around. We've been working around it. So, but we need 30% of everything, commensurate with the population of the city of Chicago. 30% of everything. That's Tamiko's economic plan. Everything. We want 30% off the top. And give us the schools. We want our own schools with our own curriculum. We'll come back with the data and the metrics, but we want our own schools. 2 generations, you'll turn it around. So this ain't even difficult, man. They want another list. How many lists these people want? We got all the ideas.
Wait. Who delivered a list though, Devin? Like when you
I'm just saying we.
Like and so I guess. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying in a bigger sense. You know, like when Ice Cube tried to do the list, then it was an issue. So Tavis has done a list. So I have a book here that I purchased from a brother that has some real good stuff too. So, you know, Whippable One can take the lead on this. We can put together a list for you. We can prioritize it however you want, whatever you want, and that'll be that. So we'll take that on. And I mean, but all this research and data, it's already there, man. University of Chicago got every data of everything that of everything. We want access to that too. We paying for that. Matter of fact, and we want something with healthcare too, man. We want a hospital. We want a hospital to train medical students and Black nurses and stuff. That's what we want. That's 3 things right there. Okay. And $60 million for urban prep. That's why we want the school.
Okay.
So we'll do it. We'll put it together and we'll go from there.
Okay. I think we need. Thank you.
Hey Reese, I'm looking for you, bro.
You ain't gotta find me.
I'm walking right behind you.
All
right, y'all. It's the Mays Jackson Show. Give me a tangible thing that the city of Chicago can do to make life for Black people better in Chicago. Call you on the Mays Jackson Show. Callers, y'all stay on too, because I am going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. Turn that radio down in the back. Turn the radio down in the back, caller. Turn it down.
Nico.
Nico, you call him back? Okay, stop. Take that.
Yeah, I did.
Next caller. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson show. Caller?
Oh, good morning, and thanks for taking my call, man.
What up, James?
What's up, good brother? Good brother. I just want to say, one of the tangible things we could do is focus on business finance, and we need to encourage our children to go to school for business. And if they have a difficult time, the next thing they need to do is maybe just retake a class, but you need to understand business and business finance. I think that's part of the reasons we allow people in our communities to establish businesses. We work someplace else, and then we shop with them. So I believe once we understand business, I wish I had learned this when I was younger, and I studied no BS degree like psychology. I believe once we understand business and law as well, that will make our communities stronger.
So James, but I think what I gotta get you. I don't mean to cut you off, but what I'm trying to get from you all, and I think like I'm really trying to get back from like kind of conceptual things, but like, guys, we have an election in in about 30 days, right? And in the next 30 days, we're gonna hear about every racist, we're gonna hear everything that gets us all worked up, and we'll be sitting around talking about, again, we didn't get anything out of the election. I appreciate all of the press releases and all of the people sending me stuff. Did you hear this? Did you say this? Did you say that? I got to tell you, I don't buy into all of that stuff only because I've seen the same people weaponize my words against me, right? Take what I say and then use it out of context, or use it in the context that they want it to be used in, and then we never get to talk about the issues. So what I'd like is to be able to create a list. I recognize Marcus Garvey had a list. I recognize the Panthers had a list. But we have an election right now in Chicago. We have an issue with schools being built, old schools that were in our community being used for migrant shelters. Right? What is our answer? What do we want? So, like, I like the 30% of everything. I want to make sure that when we say that we have people in mind to push it to. See, guys, I like, this is where I got to get back from Wakanda. Like, what are the tangible things that we can put in paper so that we can't say educate the community, right? We can say we do want a school, so give us $60 million for urban prep. But if we get $60 million for urban prep, are we putting it back in the same hands? Was there any truth? Right? So I'm all good with whatever. But what are the things on the list? And I'm only asking you to give me one. Caller, you're on the Maze Jackson show. What's up? Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, this is Dr. Audrey.
Hey, Dr. Audrey. Hey, I heard you was rocking it last night. Somebody told me Dr. Audrey is tough. I heard you was out in the Southland putting it down on the people yesterday.
Well, my goal is to make sure that everybody knows what is available and what exists in the healthcare space, because often we are not told. So you said one, so I'm going to scale it back to one and come up and say the one that I really, really think is tangible and we could do. We need a medical director at the Chicago Department of Public Health that specifically focuses on Black community and health disparities. So, and what this person can do because they'll be like, oh, we don't need that, but we do, because they have people that specifically focus on other communities. So we need this because we are as you always say, we're the lowest in every single social economic indicator, including health. Every disparity, we're the worst in. So when you've got a department that's focusing on like HIV, that medical director can specifically hone in on what are the specific areas you're focusing on HIV in the Black community. Because again, we got the highest rates. We are the new cases. We're the highest rates of those. So what are we doing to make sure that those things don't happen? When we're looking at, like Tamiko called earlier and was talking about substance use and opioid and overdoses, we cookie cut that and we treat everybody the same, even though we are dying more. They use more, we die more. Why? We don't look at that, right? We don't look at the actual reasons why the Black community is so much more, has so much more of a disparity. So if we have someone specifically honed in on those particular areas, we would move some of these disparities, and we would be able to, and if they had and not just put them in there as a figurehead, but give them a staff, give them a budget, give them financial support so they can actually have some kind of leverage when they're working with these other departments to make them and incentivize them to actually, focus in and not say, here are the numbers, the Black people are the worst, let's give all the funding to the BIPOC community. No. Do what you need to do for the Black community so that those numbers begin to at least get to the same disparity as the other ethnic.
That felt like more than one, but I loved it all. So look, I'm gonna tell you. See, but that, like, again, that, like, so what we want is a office. What is it? We want a position established in the Department of Health that is specifically focused on Black health, right? Tangible ask. Will you do it? Now, I'm gonna tell you that somebody might say there's enough for all. Can we get that? Yes. Check mark. What are the tangible things? Do not talk to me about podcasts. Do not talk to me about somebody said something over there. I'm telling you, I'm not with all. I am, amen. The people that have done us the most harm are the people who Karen don't talk about what she, anyway, let me go to the live line. Carly on the Mays Jackson Show. Don't tell me about no podcast. Tell me tangible outcomes for what can we ask for from Black people for the city? I'm sorry, I blew that question. Jackson Show.
Good morning. I don't know who bothered you about a podcast, but please, nobody talk to him about a podcast.
Hey,
what
Tracy.
we can get. Hey, so this won't cost them nothing. Just who is willing to make a specific designation for whatever you want to call it, ADOS, FBA, or Freedmen as an ethnicity on City of Chicago forums. It doesn't cost them anything. We ain't asking for no money. It will simply give us a true picture of where Black people whose ancestors were who ancestors benefited from 14th, 15th, 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. We want to know how many of us it is. And it don't cost them nothing. I'm not asking them for no grant, no nothing. Just put an extra box next to Hispanic or Latino. Then they put another box that say, are you FBA/ADO/Freedmen? And let us know how many of us it is. Let us know how we really doing. And that's all.
Ooh,
a freebie. They should be fighting to do that.
See, look at that.
Chicago always.
See, look at you didn't whack her, did you? You whacked her. You shouldn't have whacked Tracy. That's TNT. She gonna curse you out in the.
I already know, and she gonna pull up on me. So it wasn't nothing personal. I thought she was done.
Anyway, again, specific. That's specific. Will you add an ADOS or FBA or whatever we'll call ourselves? Cause we gotta agree on that. Categorization on the questionnaire. They have it in Springfield. Carly on the Mays Jackson Show. What can we ask specifically? I don't want to hear about no damn podcast. What's up, caller?
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Robert.
What up, Robert? How you feeling? What part of the city you calling from, Robert?
And I'm doing
You said what?
Where you calling from?
Oh, I'm on the road, but I'm calling from the south side of Chicago. I'm an over-the-road trucker.
Okay, all right. Shout out to all the truckers.
But,
can I get a wah real quick? You in the truck?
Nah. I don't drive a semi, man. I drive a dually with a trail. I'm a car hauler, man. So,
okay.
But anyhow, what I think some specifically is like y'all that Office of New Americans, but for black folks, like the office for like black Americans with a specific budget line item that has the economic power to like invest in specific businesses for in the black communities like the South and the West Side. Maybe opening 2 mental health clinics, one on the West Side, one on the South Side. How about maybe building a new hospital instead of these drive-through medical clinics that they're building, and possibly building a new school, just like I know we got the Inglewood School, but just how they're getting another school in the near South Side. How about building like another school or starting the construction, and then like y'all said, the 30% contractor. But like if we could get like some dedicated to some mental health clinics, or like I said, the Office of Black Americans that actually has a budget and some economic power to like invest in black businesses that are specifically on the South and West Side, something like that along those lines.
I think, I said one. You gave us a whole book, but I thought those are a lot of good ones. I think this is the time to ask, though, about that Office of Foundational Black Americans. Can we get it, right? Because there's going to be an Office of Immigrant, New Americans. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. We don't want, all we want is what you're doing. Hey, give me the same thing you're doing for somebody else. Carly on, anybody else, or is it gone? Carly on the Maze Jackson Show. What can we ask for specifically? I don't want to hear about podcasts. I don't want to hear about racism. I want to hear about what is in it for the black people. Caller, you're on the Maze Jackson Show.
Good morning, my son.
Good morning, my Sister Zakia. I was about to call you all type of names. Good morning, Sister Zakia. Wait, you came up off your TuneIn app?
Oh, I turned it off for a minute so I could call in because I'm moving around. You know, I be moving around in the morning.
I know you be moving. You should have stopped on up here and said hi to us. We would have loved to see you in the studio.
Oh, you know, yeah. I know. I'm coming through there, though, so I can give up some money. Y'all need money, right?
We always need money. Money.
Well, I got to come by there and leave some money. But, you know, Maze, there's so much that we need, you know. But, you know, because I'm a housing advocate, I always look at housing first. Because, see, I struggle as a young mother trying to find a decent place to live with my children, being a single mother and all, you know, with 2 girls. And I know what it's like when you don't have a decent place to live at some point. And I've been there, done that, struggled through the hardest times. So housing is always priority to me. I would like to see the city mayor immediately get with those contractors and build housing on that CHA property, that land. They're building everything else over in Avalon Homes, where I used to be a precinct captain when the ward boundaries changed. Beautiful people over there. Ran them out of there. The land stayed vacant. Now they're getting ready to build a soccer field for Latinos and undocumented. Only 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 blacks play soccer here in the United States. And then we got a tennis court over where Robert Taylor used to be. Then you only got a handful of units over here by me out of be Wells was, where Tony Preckwinkle ran the residence away. So I would like to see affordable housing and low-income housing, because Sinead and Shakrisha got 4 and 5, 6 children, and they're single parents, and they're young. So they need a decent place for their children to live. So that's what I would like to see. Immediately get a plan. to start building some housing around town. And look, you got the homeless people. Where are they going to live?
Well, not at
I
Wadsworth.
think that's something that needs to, not where?
Not at Wadsworth.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They're not going to even consider them until we start jumping up and down. But look, Mace, are you going to be on next week?
I am going to be on next week.
Good. I got something to drop on you and the family that's going to make you serious. I'm going to check it out this morning. That's another reason why I'm moving around. I'm getting ready. I got something to drop on you that these folks are doing to us, snatching our history away from us. But I'm going to get all the details as many as I can get today, and then I'll drop it on you and the family Monday.
Thank you, Sister Zakia. You know we are waiting with bated breath for you to drop it on us, too, because I know if you telling us, it's got to be the truth. I love you, Mama.
Oh, yeah. Love you.
All right. Is there anybody else on the line? Carly on the Maze Jackson Show. What can the city specifically do to make black life better, right? We are always lumped into the all. I love what Tracy said. Can we break out FBA? What else, caller? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? Somebody in Ocado. What up?
Hey.
Hello?
Oh, sorry about that. How about an adult education center, like similar to like that does like focuses on the trade, like, and it's for people specifically out of high school. So it's like that teaches them real world stuff, like an adult education center. I think that would be good for us, like the start of that.
Okay, I think that's a very good idea. Adult training center, right? To be ready to get people. Now, let me ask a question, because it's always a training program in every piece of legislation in the city and in the state. Like, what would be different? And I'm not tripping on it. I'm thinking it's a good idea. But what would make people go to it, do you think? Because I feel like we always got training programs. It's just we don't always make the transition. Just elaborate on that for me a little bit, brother. But I do appreciate it. I think,
but not specifically for adults. Like we had that geared towards the youth, but I'm talking adults that are like 20 to 25 that can teach you real world skills, how to write a resume, like interviewing, carpentry. That teaches you real world skills. So it's for post high school people who are, like you said, locked up that are coming back home. That type of thing, like something that gives people tangible so that they can participate in, like, you know, in society. That helps them, like, not necessarily, like, but if they want to go to college, like, it's similar to like a junior college, but something that's specifically for us. You know, like, you know, education, we always say is an issue with us, but I think something for adults that teach them how to participate in the real world, like you say, even to be in the service industry, not service industry, but the stuff that you do, like, I forgot what you said, but like the attorneys, I can't forget the word that you always use when you talk about
professional services.
Yeah, professional services, like teaches them how to get into that and teaches them the pathway into that. Like I say, this is after high school, so it's post adult, so it's not necessarily like a junior college, but it's something to give you training to give a boost, like kind of raise everybody up.
I can see that. I know exactly. I do feel you. I think there's a ton of training programs. Thanks, Reese. There's a ton of training programs, but I think a lot of the training programs focus on at-risk youth as compared to necessarily adults. But I think that's my point, guys. Like, we got to get to a point where we got a list. And it's like, don't try to get me rah-rah. Don't try to get me riled up. Don't try to get me on fire. Just give me where you at on this? Where you at on this? We got anybody on the line? Okay, so look, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. I was planning on breaking down these races. Plus, I want to talk about the Jussie White endorsement of Paul Vallis as well, because I think Reese, you asked me earlier about Jussie White endorsing Paul Vallis. And you said, what do people think about it? I'd like to talk to y'all about it. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Yesterday, Jussie White endorsed Paul Vallis. I got a few thoughts on that, Reese, but what I want to do is take a break, and I know we done rolled all the way through, but since we ain't got no commercials yet, we can do that. Let's take a quick break, give them a song they like, throw a commercial or two in there, and then we'll be back after these messages.
We'll be back after this break.
Hey, Chicagoland,
all roads lead to Solo Beauty Supply, the largest black-owned beauty supply in Chicago. We carry a large selection of natural hair care products, plus much more. So come see us at one of our two locations, located at 9011 South Ashland or 8158 South Cottage Grove. Our inventory is growing, and with your support, Solo Beauty will continue to be a source of pride in our community.
This is Monster Jam! See the legendary Gravedigger and more tear up the dirt with massive stunts, all-out racing, and crazy skills. It's adrenaline-charged fun for the whole family.
Let's hear it! Make some noise!
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Allstate Arena March 3rd through 5th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. You have to see it live, so lock in your seats at monsterjam.com.
Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For the black people, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this is a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Mace and Reese. Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve wrong.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Reese, the ruler on the ones and twos. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Real quick, before we get into it, I got a couple things I saw that I want to just say real quick. First of all, shout out to Reverend Dr. Willow Wilson, Reese, who on March 25th is doing a grocery and gas giveaway. He said, I still got paper. F y'all. See, y'all made a meme about the man. Remember how y'all did the I think I put it up there too.
That was funny though.
Dr. Wilson, here you go.
Man,
Grocery gas giveaway, March 25th. Is those the Jesse White questions?
Yeah.
Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I want to remind you tonight, if you ain't scared of the snow, we are going to be having an Obsidian open house right here, happy hour. So y'all come on through. Now, you might have to bring your own BYOB, but the happy hour going to be happy. Happy. You know, I should hire Reese. What time y'all food be ready?
What you mean?
If I order the pan, y'all don't deliver, do y'all?
Oh yeah.
Look, we might have some both fields today. We might have to take y'all on and do a pan. Y'all got a 24-hour rule, 48-hour rule.
Oh
you
no,
don't want us to mess us up y'all pan.
No.
We need a pan. We might need a couple pans today. What time can we get some pans here by 5?
Yeah.
Hey man, we only get a couple pans today. So come through happy hour. We gonna have a good old time today. Starting at 5 o'clock, Reese got to get the pans here on time. If the food ain't on time, it's on Reese.
Nah, it'll be here. I have my brother drop them off for sure.
All right, man, but we don't want like the fast cook, so put our stuff on now.
Nah. It's Big Bro already at the shop smoking the meat. We started preparing that last night already. You know, we sold out, so we had to prepare, for already. So we good.
All right. So look, y'all, tonight happy hour. Should. All right. Also, you know what, Tracy, you ain't never happy. She ain't never happy. Tracy be like, whatever you say, she be like, but what about? She said, Vallis only understands returning citizens when he sees black people. No. How about this? So I just want to say this. Every time we've asked him about immigrants or migrants, that's when he talks about returning citizens. When we talked about contracting, then he talked about black contracting. Now, this is my thing, right? I understand that everybody want to be racist, and they want that's going to be the determining issue when that's going to be what we going to be talking about. And I'm going to say that I'm trying not to allow the racial rhetoric. Reese, you ever it's like if somebody come in and say you a ninja, you done forgot your whole agenda. What that didn't say to me, right? Instead of, okay, give my nigga money, right? And let me go do my thing. And I think that is the goal. And, I'm not going for the gas, right? Like, white people don't get to tell me who's the race. My cousin racist. No, Get your ass up out of here, right? Like, I understand, but you don't get to do that. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Reese, the ruler on the ones and twos. So speaking of racist, yesterday Jussie White endorsed Paul Vallis. Reese, you said, what do black people think about that? I think that the Wakandans are going to be like, they got a whole bunch of negativity stuff. Like your Uncle Tom, your blah, 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 woo wop the wham. And, okay, so, oh, wait, you said you
just
bogus.
Tell
you bogus. You bogus.
Just think about in the 70s, like, you'd have like, Jussie White, do you know it's 1970 something? Do you know, I'm from the future, in 2023, you would endorse a white man? He would have been like, no, I'm not. So, I think it's a shock. It's a shock. It's a shock, but, it's different times. It's different times, so I can understand. It's not the way it used to be.
So this is what I'm going to say. You can't have it both ways, right? So when J.B. Pritzker got called a racist, he went and got Jussie White, right? When they want to be the ultimate Democrat, Jussie White, right? Paul Vallis been called a racist, and he been called a Republican. You think Jussie White stands with a Republican? Right? Now check it out. Now you're going to see. Now you're going to find out what they... we already know what the Wakandans think, but give us a call, 872-259-7474. Jussie White endorsed Paul Vallis yesterday. I want to hear from the callers. Caller, you're on the Mays Jackson Show. What's going on? How you feeling today?
Going shalom. I feel great. Good day to be alive.
Hey, man, wasn't that you out there sharing that? Go ahead. I'm going to let you finish it. I'm going to let you do your call. Go ahead, brother. What's up, man?
Go on, speak on it. I don't got no problem calling out names.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. A while ago, ex-state senator said something was going on with Jussie White. And he called the man White Jussie. I'm like, why you call that man that? I'm starting to see why, though. But anyway, that's another subject. But no, that is the subject. White Jussie, I don't understand what makes him tick. But I guess he's straight. I don't know. But anyway, I heard neither one of those candidates won a black ward, and that's very interesting.
That's true. There was two black candidates. There was two black candidates that had a better standing than them. Both the mayor who won all the black wards and Willie Wilson. So I could see neither one of them, but now it's 1-on-1. So whoever was there before really don't make a difference.
I want a race war to break out. Yeah, I said it. Hallelujah. Shalom.
All right. It's the Mays Jackson Show. Caller, you on the Mays Jackson Show. Jussie White endorsed Paul Vallis yesterday. I think it serves two purposes, right? One, to combat the racism, but maybe not so much, because I think the Wakandans are going to be the Wakandans. But I also think that it puts a hole in the fact that he's not a Democrat. So give us a call, 872-259. What you say, caller? Hello?
Hey, Miz, it's Lucretia.
Hey, Lucretia, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm doing okay.
You don't sound chipper today. You don't sound very chipper today. You said, I'm good. I don't really want to. You better wake it up, girl. Woman. Excuse me. Please don't charge me with Patriot. No. Welcome, Lucretia. You know I always like to hear when you call. You always be saying some crazy stuff. No. What's going on?
Well, if I'm crazy and you crazy, because I be saying a lot of stuff in agreement with you. So.
Okay. I appreciate you. I am. They call me crazy, but I know karate.
I was going to say, I really didn't even want to comment on the Paul Vallis, Jussie White endorsement thing. I actually wanted to answer the previous question, but I guess I'll say something about it. I do think that it's very telling that you can have a very established black political candidate willing to back Vallis. I think that just calling him quote unquote racist off the bat is a simplification of things, or calling him conservative when everybody in Chicago says that they're a Democrat, and there are a lot of fake Democrats in Chicago. Like I just think that it's all simplification, and I really want people to get to the heart of what they're trying to say when they come at him with these attacks. But I don't want people to be misled. I don't care about Paul Vallis. I don't endorse or support him either. I just want us to make sure that we're supporting a candidate that actually cares about black people and that is improving our lives. So that's why I really was calling in, was to give a comment about the question you asked earlier about the Black, like what can we expect from people in office? Like, what is the one thing that they can do? And I really just wanted to re-up on what a lot of folks had already talked about, which was creating an office for Black American descendants of slavery and freedmen. I think that should be the name, so we can include both terminologies that folks have been using. And a lot of the things that people have been asking for when it comes to us getting 30% of contracts, when it comes to us having, a person in Department of Health that is focused on Black health outcomes. I think all of those things can be achieved through that office. And I just wanted to leave this with folks, because I think instead of just throwing out different projects that we can do, I think we should also be thinking about how we measuring success. And for me, the 3 indicators that I want to put out there for everybody to take heed to is 1, restoration. How are we healing historical trauma that has been inflicted upon the Black community? So that's number 1. Number 2, equity. How are we getting our fair slice of the pie? And then lastly, ownership. We shouldn't just, at this point, we've been in this country for far too long for our ownership numbers to be so low. So how are we making sure that we are increasing ownership across everything? Home ownership, business, contracts, everything. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Lucretia. I appreciate it. Jussie White endorsed Paul Vallis yesterday. Reese, I'm asking us because I think there's 2 components to this endorsement. Well, 3. I think politically, the Black political establishment is scared of both Brandon Johnson and CTU. They are also fearful of the Black backlash for supporting a Paul Vallis. Now, so this is my analysis. I think if you were to look at the Brandon Johnson outcome, respectfully, City Hall would be very, very, very beholding to CTU. CTU, which has alliances with the socialists and the disruption of the complete political process. Now, okay. So they cannot openly support a Paul Vallis candidacy because right now CTU and SEIU have the only established political organizations and they can threaten everybody. And essentially, there is the feeling that if Brandon Johnson wins, then CTU will run City Hall. But there is also the fact that Brandon Johnson is a Black man with a whole Black family that is going to be hard for Black people to stand up against, even though they know that he really probably intends to cause them a significant amount of harm. So the conundrum becomes, okay, if you are playing the power dynamic and you are an elected official and you're Black, you probably have more leverage with Paul Vallis to be able to extract more. If it's Brandon Johnson, then you will have none and CTU will have all of the leverage. Right? Jussie White's endorsement is not really about, of Paul Vallis is not really about the black masses. It is about black elected officials who may be fearful to step out to give them someone of stature. There's another issue, which is, and if I'm not making sense, please tell me. The other issue is that they are calling Paul Vallis a Republican. Right? Jussie White, for most of our adult lives, has been the top vote-getting Democrat in the state of Illinois. The only person to win all 102 counties, Democrats and Republicans. So the most popular Democrat in the state of Illinois' history endorses Paul Vallis. Now, JB has used Jussie White as the top Democrat. Tony Preckwinkle has used him as the top Democrat. Everybody, whenever they was in trouble or whenever they wanted to be the embodiment, they marched Jussie White out as the Democratic face. So now, how do you say that the top Democrat that every one of y'all vouched for, every one of y'all begged for his support, his endorsement, the person that was the chair of JB's campaign, how does he now flip and become a Republican and endorse a Republican? Does that make sense? Now, to the charge of racism, again, when Pritzker was accused of being a racist because we listened to him on the phone, who did he go get? Who stood behind him? Even though he was talking about Jussie White being the least offensive. So now, you got to say the Democrats can't have it both ways. So while I do recognize that the Wakandans would be like old sellout Uncle Tom, the reality is Jussie White should change the dynamic. Now, be clear, Jussie White endorsed Brandon Johnson as well when he was running for Cook County Commissioner. Right? He sought his endorsement. Did you seek the endorsement of a Republican? Why did you seek his endorsement? So now, again, now mind you, when I was upset about the endorsement, remember, everybody was tripping out, but now the shoe is on the other foot. So give us a call, 872-259-7474. Am I making any sense? I don't know that Jussie White's endorsement was for the public. And let's not forget, white people love Jussie White. They still do. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Did I see a call up there? Call you on the Mays Jackson Show. Jussie White endorses Brandon Johnson. What say you, caller?
Good morning, Mays.
What's up, Byron? Man, what's up, Byron? How you feeling, man? You in the States, man?
I'm in the States. My friend told me, but you got to call back. You can't go out this way. I said, okay, I'll give him a call. What can I say? But anyway, the whole thing is the power play. Once you label a Republican, you're done. Here in the blue state, you know that, Mace. Once you label, and what a Democrat Party says, do you really want CTU to run the damn state? Right? They're mafia. And the reason they're mafia is because they got all the money. Just like Pritzker got all the money. Who got the money gets to put the people in place.
Well, hold on, Byron. Let me stop you real quick. Byron. Let me stop you real quick on the money issue. You know CTU had to take a loan out for Brandon Johnson's campaign. They had to borrow from the future funds of membership dues because they spent the money on the campaign. So I don't know that they have all the money. What they do have is the troops, and they have the ability to replenish.
Yep, the troops.
They got the troops, the ability to replenish, and they can probably get a loan from the national organization. But I do want to just emphasize that they had to take a loan out. But go ahead.
Right, the National Democrat Party will come through and save them. Whatever they want, the National Democrat Party will come through and save them because they got a woke for person coming online, right? But tell me, when has it been good for us to have a black person in an office to do good for us? When has that happened? I know I can't say Harold Washington anymore because you told me don't say Harold Washington, so I can't say. When has it helped us to have a black person in a place, right? When has it helped us? And all the black candidates in the past always told me we can support the community, we can work with the people in the community. Name me one person who's been working with people in the community. Name me a black person, a legislator, anybody who have done that. They always say the good things, and when they get in, they screw us, right? So for a power play, I'm looking at this. I don't like neither of the guys, right? But which one is going to do the best overall for my community, right? Do you know there are a lot of black folks who work for white racists right now in corporations?
Everybody.
What's the percent of black people?
Everybody.
Exactly. They're working for Klans, Proud Boys, white racists, and they don't even know it. If they knew it, they still will be working because they need that damn check to pay that mortgage and those high taxes. That tax bill just came out. I just got one. I'm like, oh, hell no. Wrinkle, thank you. Thank you for checking me. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, they get emotional. It's not an emotional thing. It's like really was hard-headed. He could have won that, but he wasn't doing it his way, and so it be that way. But we have to look, what can we extract from these guys to better our community, right? And like you said, your analysis is just like you just spent all damn 2 hours, 30 minutes, to put that together because it's brilliant. Of course it's a power play. And we get more from Paul Vallis because he got to try to prove to himself that he loves black folks. So he's going to do more. Brandon don't give a damn. The reason he don't give a damn is that there are 55 schools run by CTU when 0 kids are proficient at math and reading. 0. How could that go on? Nobody addresses it. That's CTU. 10% can do math at grade 11 and 20% can read at grade 11. What kind of nonsense is that? Why would you want anybody from CTU running anything in Chicago? It'll be just like Detroit. What happened in Detroit? The folks just left. All the people who make money left. The tax base declined. And what are you left with? A city that doesn't function. We have to look at overall. One hand this, the other hand that. Which one gives us the best for our community? And just to have a black face in the office does nothing for us. And when anybody comes on this radio station talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, that's to give a gay white man a piece of our pie that we should get all the damn pie. That's all they're doing. They're giving gay men because that's what they are, right? They're part of that. They're part of that solution. They're part of that three-pronged attack. They'll let us change our diversity thing to what they want it to be. No, they're included. So don't give me the diversity, equity, inclusion nonsense. It's meaningless to me. If you want to talk anything, talk about black. You was on a radio show. I can't mention the name because before you came here. We want to ask Tech Wicker what percentage of black contractors how much money she get to black contractors? What percentage of how money goes to black contractors? You know she has not answered that question yet, and people still go out and vote for her because the black face in a high place. She gives no money to black contractors, minuscule to black contractors, and people still go out and vote for her. Don't just vote for blackface. It's meaningless. Look at results. CTU results shows you They are not the way we go. At Paul Vallis, we don't like him anywhere, but I rather take the more percentage that's going to help my community than the less percentage that's going to destroy my community. That's the bottom line, Mays, and your analysis is correct. It's a power play. And bringing out Jussie White, I don't like that guy. Yes, I'm white, because what he did before, but what he was done to him, too. Like I said, Pritzker, what Pritzker did to him, and people still went out and vote for Pritzker. What you said yesterday, too, I can see the pain in your heart yesterday when you went off the air. The pain. No matter what you do, you can't do good. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on
and
one second, Byron.
Go and do something else.
Hold on, Byron. Hold on 1 second. Thank you to everybody from WBGX who is tuned in. We appreciate you. If you want to continue the conversation, join us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Mays Jackson. Go ahead, Byron. Finish it up, man. You can keep on. I'm cool.
Sorry. I've been out too long.
No, you're good. You're good. I just need to say you closed the hour out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Right. I got you got to tell people right. But I'm just saying it's just that it pains me too, Mays. And if I know it pains you because the way you grew up and the responsibility you have for yourself, your family, and the community, it pains you. It pains me too. I've been giving up really, but I just do a little stuff on the side now to help those that I can help, because we are here for limited time on this earth, and our job is to help somebody lift up somebody that we can lift up. We must do that. Nobody's going to help us. There's nobody coming to save black folks. I'm just telling you. And you can go to reparation all you want. That ain't coming. I'm just telling you straight up. That ain't coming. Okay? They're getting reparation to all the illegals coming in. They're getting reparation before we get reparation. That's how I know it ain't coming for us. Nobody's talking about it down in the federal government. All those legislators, all those black legislators. And look at their communities. All of them. Robert Lee, all of them. Look at their communities. They're all suffering. They all look the same. They're devastated. They're not getting better. I'm a black person in a black place, in a high place, doing nothing for us. We gotta learn how to think this thing through. Critical thinking. Get the best for your community as much as you can, when you can, and that's it. I appreciate you taking my call, Mays, and have a great day.
Hey, Byron, you know I like when you call. You be firing them up, Byron. They don't know. You be having them all twisted up because they want to be mad at you because they be like, you got an accent.
And they were supporting them until the end. Once he said reparation, they was like, what?
But that's the same. Then he was talking to his boy Reese, because Reese said y'all ain't getting it neither. Nah. I don't know, man. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Any callers on the line? Caller. Jussie White endorses Paul Vallis. What's your thoughts?
Good morning, Mays. How you doing, man?
All right, who there? Good morning.
It's Mike Burry.
Oh, what's up, Mike? Solutions, Mike, on the live line. I know you got a solution for this one. Talk to me, brother. What's going on?
Well, I don't know if I have a solution. I just I analyzed the situation. When I look at Jussie White, I don't look at him making very many decisions. I look at Jussie White as being used by the Democratic Party and other politicians because of his popularity to make decisions. When he endorsed Paul, I thought him being pushed to endorse Paul first so that the Republican tag that is on Paul can be taken off, so that it can give a pathway to JB to support Paul and not be viewed as supporting a Republican when he goes nationally. Because I remember you saying that he probably have to endorse Brandon because of his color if he wants to go national. I don't think JB, just like you said, or any other Democrat wants Brandon in that seat. And I think they treat him in that particular position the same way the Democratic Party nationally would treat a Bernie Sanders as a socialist. I don't think they want to have anything to do with that because the language is just bad politically. So my analysis would be JB had to sit down with Jussie White and say, hey, I need you to go ahead and do this. Take that Republican tag off. Now they will give JB a pathway to endorse Paul and not be accused as endorsing a Donald Trump Republican.
Okay, I think that's a good perspective. Although I think that JB, I don't know that it's the reason I think JB would try to support a Brandon Johnson is one, because the national CTU is the most powerful
teachers union in the country. And then it then would give him access to them nationally, because the national teacher or the teachers, NTA, National Teachers Association, is one of the most powerful groups, as is SEIU, right? And so Brandon brings SEIU and CTU, the teachers nationally, and the teachers nationally, and he brings the service workers nationally. And so I think that there is where the tie is. And it also allows him to say he is now the most progressive governor, and it gives him an opportunity to compete with Gavin Newsom, who is his current biggest rival in California, which is why you hear me saying Illinois is the California of the Midwest, right? It's why we are now moving to the assault weapons bans, all of those different things, which is where the Democratic Party seems to be going. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. Jussie White endorsed Paul Vallis yesterday. I think there's a lot of people in political insider circles who are concerned about Brandon Johnson and his ties to CTU. I'm neither here nor there. You know who I would love to hear from on this? Rosita Shatanda. Right? And then I just got to think about, let's talk about it, but this is the Maze Jackson Show. Let's also talk about who won where. I did say I was going to also talk about these aldermanic runoffs, so I'm going to touch on those a little bit when we come back. Plus, it's Tell Me Something Good Friday. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 AM. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Maze Jackson.
Byron, you got a nomination for the vice president of the phone club.
Say what?
Dang, Byron. Look, Tennille done nominated you for the vice president of the phone club. Reese has seconded. All those in favor of Byron being the vice president of the phone club signify by saying aye. Go once, going twice. And you are now officially the vice president of the phone club. So, Byron, we will be expecting to hear from you regularly. So you and Katie will have an exec board meeting and let us know the rules of engagement on the phone. And Reese is now in your number one fan club. But you got to remember whose show it is, Byron. Don't forget, because Reese will have you thinking, you know how these millennials will do.
I know who paid the bills. I know who paid the bills.
Maze Jackson.
It's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out.
Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Wake up in the morning with the frown on my face, cause I know it's another day that I gotta face smile for people I don't wanna see, working at a job that I don't wanna be, breaking my back to the bone with nothing to show. But I got dreams and goals, but as soon as I clock in, I'm ready to go. So there's one thing I gotta know. Why money ain't free? Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? Give it to me. I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
Rocking in that 9 to 5, got your girl hella tired. Why won't they let me be? Now I understand why my mama always used to ask. Did I think money grew on trees? I got these bills after bills and they just keep coming. Working overtime, but my pockets ain't flooding. Yeah, my funds low. Adult life is ghetto.
Why money ain't free?
Why it ain't free?
Why can't you just give it
Why
to me?
can't they just give it to
I
me?
don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather
Keep you and me. Why money ain't free? Yeah.
Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep you and me. Why money ain't free?
How the money ain't free. Every 5 minutes, kids bothering me. They seem to think that money grows on trees. Always asking for allowance and clean one thing. I'm sick and tired of my funds being low. Spent the whole bag on the groceries at the store. Got a little something, but I need a little more. And I'm a single mama, you should already know.
Why money ain't free?
Why the money ain't free?
Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it
Won't
to
you
me?
give it to me?
I don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
Why the money ain't free?
Why money ain't free?
Why money ain't free? Yeah, why money ain't free?
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Mays Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mays said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets where hood legends DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. Enough to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Are there any black teachers out there? I would love to hear from black teachers, especially black teachers that were in during
because I feel like there's a confusion. When dude came on here, he said Renaissance 2010 was Arnie Duncan. That he was building more schools, not closing schools, not putting. And I feel like again, Vernon, you might be old enough. Hey, y'all, in case y'all didn't know, Vernon Spells done stopped into the office. Stopped into the studio. Hey, yo, let me tell you, Reese. Didn't he come in here with coffee and donut for himself?
I almost left him outside. That's it. I saw Reese. One cup. Hey, I was like, you listen, me, okay, you could at least bought another one of them. You know what I'm saying?
It be Reese. It be your own people. It be the own people. It's okay.
You could have bought a coffee. I told you, me would have been okay.
It's all good. It's all good. We don't want to hear it. Just look. See,
he got him on that show. He should have.
Right. He came in here and then bought a small cup of coffee, so you can't even pour nothing.
He can't even.
Bought a bag in with one donut in it. One, two, and then it off for nobody knows.
Hey, look, eating one on the way in and then digging it back for the
putting crumbs all on my table. Right now, I got to clean up. Man, it's the Maze. It be your own people. It be your own people.
Man.
Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I actually like broadcasting here. We could have had a live audience. Maybe I'll do the podcast here. Okay. Right, and do live podcasts and then have a live in studio audience for the podcast. But if you come up in this mug with a donut and you don't bring nothing, you can't come. You're gonna be outside. Anyway, it's the Tell everybody to come down Monday. I'm treating coffee and donuts right here on this table. Coffee and donuts. Now you got to get breakfast. Now you got to do breakfast. Nobody want no coffee and donuts. I'm just playing. We just give you a hard time. We're not gonna be here on Monday. We're gonna be back at the old spot. We got to get into our joint. But look, y'all. If you're a black teacher, give me a call. I feel like y'all got me with my different timelines. But so the two things that I want to make sure that we don't do as black people is not to be Reese, you know the quickest way. Get black people emotional. I'm emotional, Reese. You get me off my square. You say something, I say something that really catch my attention. Yeah. I'll be like, man, let's burn it down. But I think,
well, it all depends on these new people. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know?
Right.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
So the premise becomes, Reese, will we in this election cycle speak to our interests? I always think of Rosita Shintanda when I talk about conversation. I think I even asked Mr. Johnson about Rosita Shintanda. So, y'all, people got mad at me for saying I was undecided.
I just think it just the reason why, like you trying to say, like you said, like Wakanda, like the reason why people is mad is because in the candidate they people feel like it's an easy choice, So it's a black and white. It's the fight that we've been fighting, for a long time. So when you look at that fight, you like we fighting against black and white every day. That's almost what the show, is kind of about, like how we came, from everything, and it's like, all right, well, we got the chance. But then it's like,
also, then we had that chance 4 years ago.
And right, and that's what I was gonna say. And then we also look and be like, well, you know what? We also had that chance then, and what did it got us? But then some people like, man, they had chance after chance after chance after chances. We give our people one chance and be like, listen, man, they ain't do nothing, and then some people feel like we run right back to massa. So, that's why, so when you look at people like that, especially the people that's hardcore, black, black people first, it's a black man in there. So they like, if I'm black people first, I gotta be black people first. So that's probably why the majority of people, that's upset. Or not really upset, with just like questions like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? But then, you looking at it from a different being in the game and, like you said, being on the inside and the outside. So being on the inside and the outside, you actually can see, since some people just used to be in a house ninja or used to be in the field. So when you come in, you be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like a field person, they come in and work and they be like, oh, this. It's a little different, being able to see.
He said I became a house nigga.
No, I'm just saying being able to see both sides, you know what I'm saying? So being able to know, you be like, I know how to, like I understand it more than just, like black and white.
So right. So this is how I see it. And don't take this wrong. I was watching Frederick Douglass last night because they don't have Chicago tonight. And so, am I wrong to say, brother man, what you gonna do for the black people? And I can't get tangible. I get theory, right? I have black children. I have black. You don't, as I've told y'all on numerous occasions, even in the black people first, usually candidates that win, black candidates that win with multicultural audiences are always cautioned to not be too black. Because we know you'll get the black vote, but you don't want to lose the white vote or anything else. I said that about Jussie White. I said that about Barack Obama. I also recognize the conundrum or the way that made people feel when I started saying it about Barack Obama, and then he came to the office and started dropping stuff. He ain't bring us none, now he dropping stuff, making noise in the studio. Now he want to crunch his bag up. Reese, see how black people do?
You got to put him on the other side.
You got to watch it on the screen. So, all I'm trying to get us to do is not talk ourselves out of asking about our own self-interest and demanding an answer. And you cannot say, look at me. You got to tell me. Don't send me off. Straight up, look me in the eye. Say it in front of all your friends. Don't say you my friend in front of your friends.
My mom used to say, don't tell me you love me. Show me you love me.
Right.
She used to be like, you could tell me all. She said, don't tell me. I want to show me the love, So, and I guess that's kind of like what we saying.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a reason to not be undecided. Say something that makes me not be worried about the fact that family. If we just heard all them people on the radio yesterday talking about what happened in Woodlawn, and you hold a press conference on election day, one of your campaign stops is to support the migrants in that area. Family, say something to me. Say something to me. Maze, don't say to me. Maze, dude said make sure you get the school back in 2 years and do it what you need to do with it. You say, Delia Ramirez and I went to the same hospital. Family, you my friend. You are my cousin, skateboarding cousin. I've invited my skateboarding cousin to everything, be around my homies, everything. My homies be like, man, what's up with your cousin? Man, cuz, come on over, come on down to they smoking over here. Man, I don't smoke, cuz, right? Hey, man, y'all keep the smoke off my cuz. Hey, man, don't say nothing about my cuz. Then I come out to Hoffman Estates with my cuz, where he with his people, and he got me standing over in the corner playing like like he don't know me. Damn, cuz. Cuz, I see you at the family reunion. You mean cuz I can't get a ride home with you?
You got your multicultural friends in the car, so you can't be my friend. No, I'm just saying. Make it personal, make it whatever, but it's not me. It's not me, because I'm cool. I got cousins I don't never talk to. I got cousins I be like, man, fam, I see him at the family reunion, I stand over there. And can have a whole life. If your cousin won't, and not my smoking cousin, but my other cousin can't be your friend because of his friends. You hear your mama say, you ever used to be like, Mama, they won't be my friend. They playing with somebody else. Your mama say, you can get you some friends then. You don't need them. Family. There is nothing wrong with the question or trying to answer the question, what's in it for the black people? And just like Reese, I think Reese think I'm a racist though. Right? See, we done got to the point where a black man could be a racist.
You just really average. No, it's just, I don't think you're racist. I just think in this time, they'll think. Because you basically saying stuff that I, like grew up with. I mean, we used to say it loud. I'm black and I'm pretty. We used to, I watched, shows like that different world. Like I grew up, I had the little, African color vest and the hats and all that. I remember when that, we was doing that. And that, we looked at that, as like pride for black people. But like now, like they take us, and every time we say, slavery was this, you guys still looking on slavery, even though other races or cultures still use theirs. But so it's like when you said, it's like, oh, you only think about black, and that's how the world is today. Like the world has come so kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. So like everybody wanted to be together. They want to like eliminate the hate. They try.
That's not hate. I love my people.
It's true, but they want to make it seem like we're all one people. But they don't understand, because these people that want to make it seem like there's all one people didn't have a 400 years, sit down in slavery. They was good. These people that's making the rules was already been okay. So, they trying to be like, hey, man, let's try to make sure that everybody okay, different people coming over, different races. So it's just today, it's like, I get it, like I understand it, but today it's just, people today, take it as, as race. Like, well, what do you mean? Why just the blacks? Well, what about everyone else? You're like, listen.
But the black people be saying that too?
Huh?
Dude, that's my thing. Like, it's one thing for everybody else to say it, but the black people saying it too?
The new age black people do say it, but it's just because of today. So I gotta talk the talk. I can't come up, like back in the day when you go in there and you said, black this, black that, them black wars went out there, vote. We see that them people voting is down tremendously. So I gotta cater to my voters. You know what I'm saying? These new people coming in, even if I'd say, first of all, I believe that half the things that they say anyway is a lie. And they be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, man. They don't really do nothing anyway. But they have to tell that them people, hey, of course I support this, when I'm in there. But you probably I'll be in a car, be like, hell no, I don't support that. But they have to say what they have to say in today's world to like get it. So today's world is a kumbaya, everybody together. Oh, it's okay, but yeah, so love all.
Meanwhile, everybody else get to advocate for themselves specifically. They got whole policies. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. If I invite my cousin to my house to play with my friends, but I go to his house and I can't play with his friends, right? He make me ride home. Reese, you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Listen,
we get ready to go to the phone line.
Reese,
Reese, has anybody ever experienced that?
Man,
where your friends, you be like, man, how many times have we had something right here and we be like, yo, come through, cuz, and cuz come through, and the people be like, what's up, hey, and you get to be cool and you get to kick it and have a good time. Then I come to your house because I can't wait to come to your house to see your new friends, and you be like, nah, cuz, we can't. You
be like, huh? But
have you ever been somewhere where your cousins go outside and kick it and leave you at the house?
oh no, that's but yeah.
I can't be around you with you and your friends. I mean, I said you my cousin. You might not like the fact that you my cousin Chance. But you still what I say, but you still my cousin. Don't nobody say nothing to my cousin.
Yeah, nah, you can't mess with him, but yeah. Yeah.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. Anybody on the live line, call. You on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up? How you feeling today? Where you calling from? Who you calling? What's going on, caller? Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling. Yeah.
Hey, caller.
Calling from the south side.
What's up, caller? How you feeling? What's going on?
Yeah. I'm doing all right. Doing all right this morning. Just thought, I would call regarding the upcoming runoff and just a question that I want to pose in terms of in the city where we're concerned about what's going on in our community, particularly for black boys, black males. A disconnection rate that for black males is 45%, 21 and over. And disconnection is 16 to 24, not in school or no job. How can a city consider and want to close a school specifically for black boys that's been successful for 17 years? And all third-party metrics, the school is outperforming CPS schools in terms of black males. And so I'm wondering in terms of these two individuals who are running, particularly one who is CTU backed, and CTU, their mission is to close charter schools. What their position is and where they stand on that, and particularly to support, in the community, black community, and black boys, particularly we know what's going on in our communities, and killing a positive outlet that we know that's out there, that's black managed, black operated, a black institution.
Man. See, again, I think that's a question that we need to be able to. That's why I said we need to have a What's in it for the Black People candidate debate. Paul Vallis has agreed to it already. Right? Like, that's a real legit question. If you want to close, like, school choice is a real deal. Right? Like, if your kid goes to a charter school, joints are closing. Right? Like, they're going to go to war with them. But I do think that these are legitimate questions that we should hear answers from in both places. Caller, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I guess my question is, should we be able to advocate for ourselves without being racist? Caller, what's up?
Good morning, Maze.
What's up, Anthony? How you feeling, man?
How you? I'm good. That's a skill set you got where you can identify people's voice and ain't even nobody told you who it is because you heard it before. That's a skill set, right?
Is it, man? I used to never recognize the bill collector.
Yes, sir.
I used to be like, this is a bill collector.
Well, you had a real reason for that. But anyway, man, I've been sitting back, man, and who I vote. All right, but here's the thing: like people, the brother this, the brother that, man. Wait a minute, hold them up, Jim. First of all, do the school teacher. All right, I ain't never liked no school teachers. I've got my reasons for that because some of them cannot be trusted. However, I'm sitting back knowing, because the whole time I'm watching the polls as coming up to the election, right? I said, why this dude, Brandon Johnson, is stuck, at X number of points, right? And I'm already knowing he's part of the Democratic, the board, right? Plus, he's got this association with Tony Preckwinkle, man. And she stayed back because she knew she couldn't win no election. So she done tapped somebody to run a proxy run for her. That's up to, in my opinion. Okay, that's what that is, man. Okay? So, I ain't got no problem with it. I'm voting for Vallis again. I'm voting for every chance I get. And one more thing before I forget. Whenever you have a black candidate run for, more than just a ward, the first thing he want to tell you, well, I'm all the people's candidate. I'm all the people's mayor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, they didn't vote for you, fool. But, you know, people tell me I have a tendency to look at things wrong. But I go with my gut, man. And man, ain't nowhere in the world I could vote for Brandon. The good news is, though, he finally got some chemicals in his hair. It don't look as bad now as it did in the beginning, man.
That shea butter,
Anyway,
that ain't chemicals, man. Leave my don't start picking on my cousin. Now I could talk about him, but you can't. Now I'm just letting things.
You know, I wanted to say y'all look like y'all cousins.
Hang up. Bye, Anthony. And my daughter's sitting in the chat talking about y'all look like y'all could be. Bye, daughter. Go home. I do not. I talked to Brandon about his hair one day. He was like, I was like, man, I see you had the juices and berries in there. He was like, no, it's shea butter. I was like, yeah, okay, you see, cousin. You think he got S curl? They still make S curl.
Nah, they did the new thing. It's like the little sponge thing now. So.
No, his wasn't. He ain't get the knot. He got like curly moist.
Nah, he
he got the. You dig? That's gonna be crazy. We got a mayor. Is it a mohawk? It ain't a mohawk.
Yeah, it's a mohawk.
Is it a mohawk? We got a barber in the house. I thought it was the pointy thing.
That's a mohawk.
Okay. All right, juices and berries, mohawk.
Yeah, he just mohawked and sponged that thing.
He mohawked and sponged.
He know all right. He just mohawked and sponged that thing. That's it.
All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I feel like I went to my cousin's house. I let my cousin come to my house. I introduced him to all my friends, let him play with all my toys, hang out with all my people.
You came to his house?
I came to his house. He was like,
oh, we gonna stay in today. We ain't going out.
Oh, we going outside, but then he go play with his friends and act like I ain't even there. I'd be like, Dad, cuz if I was sensitive, my feelings would be hurt. All right, y'all. Oh, cause they gonna say we can't be playing with your racist cousin. I'm not a racist. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back. Hey, Reese, did you see this? Ja Morant is arrested and suspended from the NBA.
That's not true.
Ja Morant. Hold on. Let's see.
It's not true. That's what I was saying like yesterday for punching a kid, right? I just said that yesterday.
Arrested. Ja Morant has been arrested and is suspended indefinitely from the NBA.
It's not true.
It's not?
Nah.
Okay. We'll find out in a minute. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them, Maze said. We out of here. Peace.
This is Monster Jam! See the legendary Gravedigger and more tear up the dirt with massive stunts, all-out racing, and crazy skills. It's adrenaline-charged fun for the whole family.
Let's hear it! Make some noise!
Monster Jam, as big as it gets. Coming to Allstate Arena March 3rd through 5th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. You have to see it live, so lock in your seats at monsterjam.com.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breaching security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gon' tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media's the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always always changing up the narrative. It's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Reese, the ruler on the ones and twos. Also in the building. Raising one finger in the air for the 1 cup of coffee he brought. It's our guy, Vernon Spells. Barber extraordinaire. Well, I don't even know. He stopped cutting my hair, Reese. He was like, I can't really cut you. I ain't got time in my busy schedule. I'm a big timer now. Right? He was like, no, my knees. I only got so much time for my knees. So Maze, the
Boston got bougie now. Remember they used to work hard for $10. Then they used to want to. I remember they used to want to ball. They used to work hard for that ball fame for $10.
Call Larry.
Put your little line in your head.
Man, I was talking to Larry from Larry's Barber College because we got an award on Saturday together. And because did you see Jalen Rose said you should get you should be paying your barber $100 for a haircut. And a lot of people was running around with that. So I talked to Larry from Larry's Barber College. You know Larry, he be doing this thug this, all right? So I said, Larry, what's up with the $100 barber cut? How much? He said, man, Mace. He said there's a lot more to a $100 barber cut, though, than what people are thinking. People think you're supposed to just sit in the chair and get you a $100 cut. He said a $100 cut includes a shampoo. Yeah, right? He was like, we put juices and berries in your hair. It's the products that we use. He was like, your barber probably nasty and he probably don't even sanitize his clippers, right? He said, you go to my joint, it's surgical, right? So when you sit down with your $100 cut, you feel like you was $100. Let me ask a question. This is a little off topic. I meant to talk about this, and we're going to get Larry in here next week. Maybe I'll get both of y'all in here. Y'all can talk about the concept of a $100 haircut. See, I felt like Jalen Rose was stunting when he said a $100 haircut. Even though I'm going to tell you, to me, Jalen hair be dope on TV. Now, he probably got spray and all type of stuff going on.
A little hit black spray. It's all good. It's just make it look good,
Well, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, $100 haircut. Like, I want a barbershop here. I know you like, I don't want to say that. But I want a barbershop here, but I want a barbershop where you sit in the chair. Like, so you came to Obsidian in the morning, right? You come here, you park your car, the car get washed outside while you sitting in the chair, getting your hair trimmed up, you know what I'm saying? Then you come over here, watch some games, do your thing, and then when you leave out, you complete. Get your little manicure, pedicure, right? All of that. But a $100 haircut. You ever had a haircut that's valued that's worth $100? And what would it take to make a haircut worth $100?
So I paid $100 for a haircut. Case for one, it was time. Like I paid for somebody. How much your haircut costs? You know what? I pay for your cut and my cut if you let me sit in that chair right now. Like you want me to get in it? You want me? I need to go. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'll pay your yeah. Sometimes time. But yeah, I paid. Like I told you, and then
So wait, you paid but okay. I'm not saying have you.
Yeah.
I'm saying is $100 haircut. With that, could you make that a regular? And how often would you get your haircut then?
If I had if I can afford it, then I get a haircut.
I'm talking about right damn now.
Right now, I probably get a hair. Well, I probably get a haircut, and then I know like my touch up probably 50. So like I'm cool, you know what I'm saying. I get me a haircut, and then 2 weeks later I come back and let them, you know what I'm saying, shave me, line me up for the 50, and then I'll be right back. So I can invest 150 in them, and that ain't even including the tip. So it's really 200.
For one haircut.
Well, for like 2 haircuts, for like a haircut, and then I'm gonna come back. So, you know what I'm saying? Because you got it too. Yeah. Yeah, he probably
paid more because he probably tipped though.
Yeah,
right, he doing the celebrity. Puff said he do 5 stacks.
Yeah, he's a celebrity.
Right, like you. So some of that is stuntery though. Like, okay, what's the ultimate value of a haircut? Like, I'm not saying
a regular
you're a barber to like the ultimate
50. 50.
I feel like my barber snuck me up to 50.
Nah,
I feel like
they surely did. You ain't
I feel like he snuck me up.
Yes.
Like I feel like I used to look at the price board.
35.
And it would say, no, it was like 20 plus a shave be 30. I give him the card. I'd be like, oh, thanks, man. And I get it back. And he's swiping. When I get to the car, it'd be like, dang, it'd be $50.
And then,
I'd be like, how did I get from like a shave, like a haircut? Haircut and a shave used to be 30. I'm not tripping on paying them that, but I do feel like, when did the haircut go from $20 to?
And then when COVID hit, they definitely, and then they went to this the bookie app. Like, oh my God, now they don't even want to let me check my phone and see, bro. Sitting in the seat. You sitting in the seat. Oh man, it's my break. Your break, bro. You sitting in the seat. I need a cut.
My old school. I got an old school body. Cleat.
What, that had to be in the early 2000s. I was going to say early 2000s.
No,
I already know it.
It wasn't $25. No, it wasn't. When you was at Hyde Park, bro, my haircut was $20.
Okay, 20. Saying, yeah.
I wasn't getting no shave because I ain't had no facial hair back then. Okay. So I didn't have a shave though, because I didn't get a shave.
Yeah, 25. Yeah,
I feel like 25 is cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna have to send my barber got to go back to school there because he gotta get some new. I'll be like, dog, you jumped to 50. I love Clee, so I ain't tripping, and I'm gonna just pay him. At this point, I just know I can walk in, I can call him. I'm like, till y'all squeeze you in, I got you in. But I do feel like, man, how do we get from that price board up there from $35 and now it's 50? I ain't tripping. And then when it be my son, I would pay $100 for a haircut.
Let me tell you what happens. See, what happened is, and this is what my barber said. He said, if you gonna ask me how much it is, like, hey, man, how much I owe you? He be like, 35. And then they said, man, how much? 40. I'm telling you, it low key creeping. And then like I told him, and then like one time, I gave my barber I gave him like 40 one time. He was like, bro, you short. I sent the man a payment from 2 weeks ago. I said, bro. He said, oh, it's 50 now. It's 50. Yeah. At the time, you waiting. Yeah. $30 an hour. I'm going to barber school.
How important is the barber in black life? Do you let women? Oh, you do too, man.
What?
He let women in his shop too.
Yeah, man.
Like, man, it should be some man time. We lost a lot with these.
When you were talking about that subject, when I got ready to expand like beyond a 5-chair shop,
yep.
When I started thinking about 10 chairs and more, it was like I had to bring the whole family in as opposed to just me.
Yeah, and see, yeah.
So it's not necessarily a sex thing. You gotta
right.
Right, you trying to get a bit. So I'm sticking with the small barbershop then.
And
Unless
and like today's barbershop is usually, you know, a girl that does the little hair weaves, you know, that's usually you know, somebody that do dreads, you know, like a girl.
I don't want to be
And
sitting
then
in the
some of
barbershop.
Some
in
of the
the chair.
hairdressers, you know, some of the hairdressers, you know, be men. Some of the best hairdressers be. I done seen some men.
No, I know. Like Ion used to be one of the best. All the women used to go to Ion all the time. Man, I used to be like. Well, let me not talk about the men not hair, and it's the difference between a hairdresser and a men's stylist. Let's just be clear. But like, fellas, how much you spend on your haircut? Like, what's average? What's reasonable? I feel like I'm okay with 50. I feel like you could get me to 100. But I gotta get some. I gotta feel special.
TLC, yeah.
I gotta feel special. Like I gotta hit the thing on my shoulders. Right. Vern used to make me get my hair washed though. Yeah. He used to make now I wouldn't be mad because he'd be like, man, stop putting that grease in your hair. But
barbers hate that grease.
I be sporting waves.
Yeah,
right? I was putting my sporting waves in. Best. So you spend 50. 30. James say 30. James out west.
No, he ain't. I don't know what James is. James, let me know where you. I ain't seen a $30 barber.
I think my barber is 30. I think, but he's in a solidly old school middle class neighborhood. But he also got a line like he cut 7 days a week, like 7. Like Sunday morning, boy. That's why I was mad when I went there on Sunday morning because that's my time.
Right, he can low-key creep up to 50.
Amen. Right, that was true. Clee, Clee got some kids, man. He got the cut, right? That's probably what the issue was. Anyway, y'all, shout out to my man Clee, my barber over at Better Images. Shout out to Vernon Spells. Vern was actually my first barber when I moved to Chicago. Like he was the first. I was nervous to go.
You always nervous, new barber. You actually wait and watch him cut the hair before. You be sitting looking like, let me see what he did.
I feel like I had at the time, my brother-in-law recommended the shop. And it was an old man that he told me to go see, but I didn't go see the old man because Vern was in the shop. And so I did Vern. Vern, then you know what, Reese? You know how me and Vern stopped getting my hair cut with Vern? Because he accused me of stealing, dog.
Oh, man. What'd you do?
Dog, Reese. So, Reese. So, Reese, check this out, man. Look, we partner, man. Me and Vern cut my hair. I'm on my come up. You know what I'm saying? I first got there, I was working at the radio station. Then, you get to talking to your barber. Then we start saying, oh, you do this. So his cousin's Quentin Richardson.
Oh, Richardson.
Yeah, right. So Vern, like, man, let's, Mace, because he used to be like, Mace. He wouldn't call me Mace. He'd be like, Mace. Let's do the right. They will remix
They would
your
give
name.
you a name. Black people would give you a name.
Mace, come on, let's do my cousin is Quentin Richardson. I had the Sprite mix. I had the Sprite money. Now, mind you, Quentin Richardson couldn't even get into the club because he was too young.
Oh, he's right.
He was drafting. So I put, Shag. You remember Shaggy from Tony Shag?
Yeah.
So Shag was working for me because he was in between jobs, right? And he worked at my new barbershop. So anyway, I had Shag. I was trying to put him on. So we was at the biology bar. So I have a. Oh, right. So we doing a party, right, Reese? Vern snap off in the middle of the party. Yo, man, stealing the money. I seen him putting the money in the pocket. I was like, dog, it's 25 people here. He couldn't have stole that much money. And if he did, Mace, your man stealing, bitch. Then I think Vern had his lady on. So I seen them stealing. I was like, y'all calling me a thief?
Oh, man.
So, Reese, he never tells the story right.
Reese, so they can't hear you, Vern. Then you have to tell them afterwards. I got the mic. So anyway, y'all, Vern accused me of stealing years ago.
Hey, that's how it is. Look, I guess 400 listeners, and it's only one side, Barry. You is not looking good. When they see you, they gonna be like, "You really dumb man." Hey, look at I'm trying to. It is not.
They can't hear you, dog. They just like you hollering in the background.
It is not looking good for you, bro. But they creeped up, man. $50 for a haircut, man.
All right, so $50 for a haircut. Yeah. Vern, look, man. It's the end of the show, though. I forgot. So it's time for Tell Me Something Good. Reese, why don't you line up the song, man? Get us ready, because we got to get up out of here. I gotta find out what's going on. Look out, it's the Maze Jackson Show. It is about 8:53, so we gotta get ready to get out of here. Hey man, turn it up. Tell me that you love me, yeah. Tell me something good, wow, wow. Tell me that you love me. Yeah. Hey, y'all, it's that time of the day. You know it's Friday, and every Friday we try to do Tell Me Something Good. So y'all get on the phone, give us a call, 872-259-7474. Tell me, you know, like in church they call this, I got a testimony. I got a testimony. I got a testimony. Hey, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show, and it's that time of the day where we try to tell me something good. Yeah, man. I got a lot to go, man. I got some things to tell me something good. But before we do, Reese, look, Reese, you thinking, I think very deeply. Reese, you thinking about this time. What you got to tell me something good, man? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I wish it was 5555, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. But tell me something good, Reese. What you got for me this week, man?
Man, you know what, man? Made it through another week, man. Bless. I told you, man, there's a lot of people, that's not here today. That was here last week. So it's always a blessing being here, man. My family, just life changes, man. I really don't have not one. It's March, my birthday coming up. So that's always to tell me something good. But other than that, man, I don't know. I'm good. I'm on my working today. I'm going out tomorrow. You know how when it's your birthday and it's toward the end of the month, you try to celebrate it the whole month. So,
I don't ever get that. I miss that.
So I got me a couple of little events that I'm gonna attend to and everything. So yeah, but I think that's really it, man.
All right, that's Reese's Tell Me Something Good. Where do I start? My Tell Me Something Good. Let me see. What did I write down today? Yeah. Well, Reese, something good is we can officially retire the Anjanette Young commercial. Don't delete it. But we certainly can retire it because we retired Lori Lightfoot. That might be my Tell Me Something best. I feel like whoever's in the spot now, we can figure, at least we can start from ground zero. Right? Like I got out without having to make the apology. Because, what up?
Switch it.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, that's good.
So yeah, my first Tell Me Something Good is the end. Ding dong. Ding dong. Snitch is dead. Snitch your snitch. The snitch your snitch is dead. Or gone, at least. So we can officially retire the Anjanette Young commercial. So, my name is Anjanette Young. What are you doing? Right? That's going to be over. So we ain't got to hear that no more.
She with Brandon. Why she endorsed Brandon?
Right, man.
They got him.
I'm okay. I want to hear what he got to say, Reese. Reese, tell me. Like, don't market my, look, black pain and black death is a hustle, right? The pain and suffering of black people is often used for political capital.
For sure.
Right? So I'm telling you, I don't want to hear about Anjanette Young. I do not want my pain and suffering marketed back to me in this election. We did that with, what's her name? It's the end of the reign of terror. I want to remind you that there is a happy hour open house tonight if you are interested in becoming a member of Obsidian Social Club. Kind of nice in here, ain't it, Vern? A little different from the last time you saw, right? Right, you was busy eating cake the last time, so you might not even remember. Look, man, we did something really. We did a thing. People say I did a thing. We did a thing here, right here at Obsidian Social Club. So if you ain't scared of the snow, come on out tonight. DM me, as Reese say. Reese say, DM me. You DM me,
I tell you the secret location. You can come on through and have a good time with our happy hour today. I'm gonna tell you something else good, Reese. I really must tell you that I think I'm proud of myself. You know why I'm proud of myself? Because for all that I felt about the mayor, I didn't really gloat. I talked a little smack, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I love? All the Twitter haters got quiet. Like all the people that was, I want to call, I want to hit my man up and be like, still a racist show? Still using the racial? How'd that work out for you? Remember they was, Brandon Johnson's on the racist show. So I think that I have behaved very, very, very well for all the people that were not, hey Reese, and you didn't at me, but you was talking about me. So I feel good for all of them. I hope that they had a great defeat. And then I got to tell you, Frederick Douglass on PBS. Frederick Douglass on PBS yesterday was so enlightening. Although, did y'all know that Frederick Douglass wound up marrying a white woman after the black lady sold her possessions to get him free? Be your own people. Your own people. I know this. See, Reese, you cannot be laughing, dog. Like he made it to the
strong activists. It be the people that we looked up to that be supporting the other. It be the strong.
I feel like he trying to throw something at. He trying to slide it in. Reese. Look, he trying to give me, y'all. See, he trying to give me
that. He ain't married. He really
did. Yes, he did.
Did they have children?
I don't think so.
Well, you know what I told you, I'm always an advocate for that.
For mixed marriages?
No, for I'm probably gonna get a letter, but it's okay.
Oh.
I'm always that's okay. I'm always an advocate. Please, it's already up there. I'm already an advocate for date like a man or something. Like I always say, man, but like any race, like you date a white person, but you train your kids to date black, and then now you got the black race. It's all good. You just killed that race. Now this is the black race. That's how you do it. I'm always advocated. Just tell your kids to date black, and then it'd be all right. You just dilute it, and boom, you just stop their whole generation right there. Just boom.
Oh,
now when they look at their future, be like, oh man, we black now.
The thoughts and opinions of DJ
Reese.
Okay,
it'd be all right.
All DJ
for sure they mind. That's my theory.
Let y'all have them, because even though that's what they did in Brazil and Portugal.
I told you what you do. That it did only had them like, all right, you date black, and now you looking.
Why shame on you got to let love rule. And then look, why did Vern is over here trying to start trauma? Why do successful black men go to white women? Is that what you asking? Do y'all want me to pontificate on this just a little?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You know what I mean? We should have a round table for. Wait a minute! Shout out to my dude Josh, who is going to get his award today. We proud of you, Josh, completing the technical program. 7th grader doing this thing. We see you, dog. So, I want to have like a black men's conversation. Like, and I want people like. Vern. Vern. I think we need to have like somewhere in our universe, we need to just have a reestablishment of kind of the ground, not the ground rules. Look, Reese nervous, but I do feel like somewhere before I go, I would like to have a Venus and Mars conversation. Not just about that, but just about like what black men need and what black women need and how we miss each other. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes in the space. Like I feel like there's a lot of, like I feel like we've gotten to this place, man. Real talk. That is very not wholesome for, like we need men and women to be working together, but I do think we need to establish some roles.
Yeah, man, I do feel like the dynamic between black men and women is really seriously off. Right? It's like seriously off. It's not a diss to either side. You know, I want to do it. You know, I want to be I want to be instigating a little bit. But really, no, I really would like to have a conversation with black men and black women about our perceptions of each other, our relationships with each other, roles. Because I feel like the roles have been confused. And I don't want to say confused, because I think some of it is necessity. But I also think, like, I think we've taken on a lot of the world. Do you remember when there was a thing that, and I've done this before, but like, black people don't do that? Like when there was a mass murder, you knew it wasn't a black person, right?
But we was hoping.
Right. Well, at John Malvo and whatchamajigga when they were shooting at the Trump.
Yeah, the DC shooting.
Yeah, that blew it for us, man. When that happened, everybody black was like, oh,
he better not be black in that. He better not be black in God. He turned the TV out. He turned it off then. What was he doing in his life?
Then, yeah, man, I feel like I feel like our black values are compromised right now. And I don't know how to say it without it being offensive. But the values and the morals in the black community are off. And I feel like it's because we are doing what they do. When I say, we used to say, that's a white people thing. Black people don't do that. Well, I ain't going to tell you where it originated, because that was a good thing, right? Right? But if you think about it, back in the day, there was black thing, there was, I ain't going to go all the way into it. But like, what's acceptable in our community for us? Yeah, man. Like, I don't think we had a perfect existence, and I think everything that we know existed now, back then probably, whether it's Aunt Pat and and she always got her friend and all of that. But there was a healthy, to me, respect of a value system. Not that you couldn't be who you were, but you didn't necessarily wear it on your sleeve neither. It was not a point of division. It's like family was just family. I don't know. You know, when they talk about integration and all that, I feel like we picked up all the bad stuff and didn't get no money. We just started taking on all the things. And so when we were discriminated against, we were a little bit more cohesive. Yeah, bad things happened, but I think we had different boundaries. Like, it was like how they say black people are socially liberal, but socially conservative but fiscally liberal. I think the goal has been to, and I think that was the light or the thing that was in us that always made us be able to sustain in the worst scenarios. I feel like the more we take in of this, the more we breathe in our freedom, the worse it's become. Right? I think we probably are in the most liberal time to express yourself that I've ever seen. But yet and still, our community is probably in the worst condition that we've seen, maybe outside of the crack era. So Vern say he want to draw. He thinks it's a sign. So Vern says that it's basically he's saying the integration part is my thing, right? So like it's two sides he's saying to this conversation, two sides, and now we've mixed it in. I just feel like this, man, and like not Sunday, I'm not, me in church, but like Granny, like is God still a thing for black people? Yeah, like I don't know. Like, are we too moving to the, I know it's the white man's religion. Anyway, Reese, is somebody on the line? Let's take the call. Call you on the Mace Jackson show. Are you calling to tell me something good, or you calling to tell me black people don't do that?
Yo, no, definitely. What's up, Mace? This college J, from the South Side.
What's up, college J from the South Side? What's up, man?
I was in the shower, but I was listening to you. And but man, are you leaving on Monday? That's your last day, Monday?
No, my last day is not Monday. My last day is April.
Oh, okay.
7th.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, man, if Mays could stick into it and seeing all what's going on, then I could stay in college. Then if he gonna keep riding it out, I'm gonna keep riding it out. But I'm almost done anyway. But anyways, I heard what you were saying, bro. And everything that you saying, dog, it's like I'm hearing myself talk. You feel me? Because, man, I tell you, bro, I'm gonna just tell you, man, when I was a young dude, man, I, made some mistakes and end up having to, I'll say I went through the manhood training that unfortunately we got that's for blacks. And
you went to college.
All that, it's been years and stuff like that.
You went to college.
I went to college, you feel me?
Yep.
And right, I went to college, but I got all that stuff taken care of. It took me, man, years, dog, to get all that stuff like taken off and all that type of stuff, and giving my privileges back. You feel me? But I got the motherfuckers back though. But I tell you, bro, and I always felt as if though like I felt like what I was doing by me going to college, because I got inspired when I was 21. I never really liked school, but I got inspired at 21 to go to school. But I could never ever have the money. But when I was 24, like I said, I was listening to WBGX and stuff like that, and it was just like, talking about artificial intelligence and all the stuff that was coming. So I said, well, let me go back to school. So I just said, forget it, went back to school and been in school for, actually 25, and then been in school for like maybe 4 or 5 years now. So, but anyways, what ended up happening is what's going on now is like just like what you're saying, and I know that I think like you older than me, but I think you Generation X, and I'm a millennial. You feel me? And I'm telling you right now, bro, like real talk, like I was just before I hopped in the shower, I had just Googled YouTube like feminist, like I think that all these different ideologies, because there's a lot of girls in my school. And man, that like that ideology of like, bro, it really has us separated. I'm telling you the temperature of the millennials, and even I can even talk about the millennials. Like that or the generation that's after me. I don't know what they call them, Generation Z, I think. But yeah, man, there's no cohesiveness. There's no. It is, but it's like certain individuals, and even at that point, we don't have like no laws, bylaws, creeds, nothing that we kind of go by. It's just like willy-nilly. You feel me? And I'm at the point now where I'm like, man, like once I get licensed, like I may stay like a year in Illinois, and then I'm trying to probably bounce to like Atlanta, Georgia, or move somewhere else, because this is what I'm seeing, bro. Because I sold my car to go to school, and what I'm seeing right now, as far as all of these people homeless on the train, like, bro, as a man, I'm gonna keep it real. As men, our ethnic image, dog, is like, yo, it probably, like you said, integration time. It was one of Muhammad Ali, said loud, I'm back and I'm proud. Everybody wearing froze and stuff. Now these young kids is gone, bro. Their minds is gone. It's no togetherness. It's none of that. You feel me? It's like it kind of comes, but it's almost like at the end. And even with me,
You feel me? I would try to link up with some of the other, well, it's not even no men in the class. You feel me? But I'll say, you know, the 1 or 2 blacks, I would try to link up with them, and they would kind of like fall back for me. It's like a real disconnect between us that's going on, and like I would try to link with them, and they wouldn't. But then it's just a lot of stipulations, bro. I feel like us as black men, like they get put on to us, and it's I don't know how to solve this stuff.
Man,
you know, I think the only thing that I can really do.
Let me stop you right there. Man, I'm proud of that young brother. He got a lot of experiences, and I'm honored that he's just like me. Which word, Reese? Why are you making that? I think he got a lot of good stuff to talk about. Vern?
I'm with you, man. I think, you know, like he said, man, he went through it, and I went to my brother, I went to the same college as you did at one point too, to get your life back right in college. Oh, snap, bumped my head by mistake, college for black people. Oh yeah, man, I was an honor roll student. So, but now, like I said, you could tell he's passionate. You could tell there's a lot of passion. I don't know why he kept trying to inform me that he was listening to you in his shower. He made sure he said that 3 times. Well, besides that, though, man, he sounds like a real good brother, man. He motivated him to go to school, man. So that man, just imagine if he becomes the president.
I hope he don't play me like my cousin.
He said he gonna
play me like my cousin. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. Anybody got some tell me something good? Let me see. Don't forget the podcast is coming up. Don't forget tonight, 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We are going to be hosting our our Obsidians happy hour. If you're interested in becoming a member, we're going to collect Vern dues before he get up out of here. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? I might have to remix that one too. But if you don't like it, you can still tell them. May said, we out of here. Peace.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people, for the black people, for the black people, for the black people. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people, 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 for the black people,
jump back,
people,
to the left,
for
to
the
the
black
right,
people,
left, right,
what's
right,
in it for the black people,
down, left,
what's in it for
to the right.
black people, let's show it.
We gonna get us a what's in it for the black people line dance. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready.
You know it.
Y'all are not
Do it
ready.
one more time for it. We said to the right, how I go?
Let's show it.
To the left.
For the black people.
To the right.
For the black people.
To the left.
For the black people.
To the right.
For the black people.
2 hops.
For the black people.
2 hops.
For the black people.
Crisscross.
For the black people.
Crisscross.
For the black people.
To the left.
people.
Crisscross, 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 crisscross. To the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. Now up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, left, right, up, down, up, down. Hey y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your man Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Reese the Ruler. Burning spells in here, spilling crumbs on my table. Big Spill got to clean up. We got to do our thing, y'all. We be out of here. We'll see y'all on Monday live in the regular studio. We up out of here. Peace.